Hello there, and we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to Goonies and Mags. And of course, Steve used to be here for this show, but of course, I don't think he's going to come today. But let's see what happens. But instead, we have our very, very big friend here. And of course, it's Tommy. Tommy Singh, you're
What
welcome
you,
to the show, my
what you,
brother.
Thank you, Tone. What are you saying, Tone? How are you, man? You good, bro? How's your weekend been?
Man, Tommy, I'm
Mm.
good. I'm good. I'm good. Arsenal top of the table, at least until Christmas. Eh, It's a big one, you know. It's a
Yeah,
very
man,
very
it
big
is,
one.
bro. It is.
I'm buzzing. I'm happy. The World Cup fever is the World Cup fever is going on, and I'm just buzzing, man. I'm just buzzing. So it's something big. How about you? What do you think?
I'm all right, man. 5 points clear of Man City as well. I didn't expect Brentford to beat them. I expected Man City to have too much. But fair play to Brentford. Brentford deserved it. Caused them problems. And Brentford are a good side. 10th in the league. Thomas Frank is a top manager. I rate him high. They've got some quality players. Tony, Imomo, Norgard, Pinnock, and Ray are a good goalkeeper as well. So yeah, thanks to
Hmm.
Brentford for doing us a favor and beating Man City. And we had to
I'm beating
do our
Man City, right?
yeah, we had to do our business. We had to do our business and beat Wolves and go 5 points clear, which would do that because if we would have lost or draw to Wolves, then it's not looking good for us. We'd have been 3 points clear, which is not good enough for us. But it's good to beat Wolves and win that fucking game in it. But yeah, we had to do our business and win the fucking game in it. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But again, can you see, Tommy? But of course, this is about the season so far.
Mm.
Can you take us through the big moment, the huge moment,
Oh, for the whole season of the
this
game.
season generally? Like for you, what were the biggest moments, in this half for you?
Season's been good. Let's be real. I didn't expect us to be in this title race. Like I didn't expect it. I expected us to finish maybe like fifth or sixth again because
Yeah.
for me, like I wasn't a fan of Arteta because he's a rookie manager. I never wanted him. I wanted Ancelotti, Nagelsmann, Zidane, Flick, or Potter, or who any top Enrique. Like I never want because we finished eighth twice and fifth, and for me, he should have been sacked last season, and we could have got Enrique or whoever. But the board stuck with him, man. Fair play to the board, stuck with him, man. We made some signings. Jesus, good signings. Zinni as well, and yeah, we made some good signings. Vieira and Marquinhos. So yeah, we started obviously well, winning a few games. We only lost one game to Man United anyway. I would have taken. I
Yeah,
wanted
just one game, right?
one game, so we should have got at least a point at Old Trafford. Our record at Old Trafford is not that great. We ain't won this since 2020. I would have taken a point anyway. But it's not
Yeah.
that, like I said, we only lost one game, but since then we've been playing well. I got to admit, we got lucky to beat Leeds because Leeds were all over our second half. And for me, we should have lost or drawn that game to Leeds. We got
Mm-hmm.
lucky against Southampton. I thought we should have lost to Southampton because they outplayed our second half. But we
Yeah.
can't win every game, so we got a good point against Southampton. But we should have won that game. But our points okay, boy. We dropped points, but we should be winning. No disrespect to Southampton, we should. These are the type of games we should be winning if we want to challenge Man City and Liverpool for the league. But we've got a point,
But
which is not.
that's but again, St. Mary's is
It's
it's
not
just
been
one of
our.
those places that is
We
not
don't
really
really
our
win.
stomping yard, right?
Nah, we struggled under Wenger and Emery at St Mary's. We
At
don't
St.
really win
Mary's,
there.
right?
Because I remember under Wenger, we lost 4-0 on Boxing Day in
On
2015. But
Boxing Day,
yeah,
yeah, that famous one, right?
Under Una Emery, we lost 3-2 in 2018. That I think that was that 20 unbeaten run, and we lost 3-2.
I
So
lost
I would
me
have
too.
taken I would have taken a point against them at St Mary's is fine because we don't really win there anyway. And Southampton
Anyway, right?
they are a bogey team to be honest as well. So we got a point
Yeah,
which is not bad. But we started well. We beat Tottenham in the North London derby. We always beat these lot at home anyway. We haven't lost to them at home since
yeah,
2010. We always beat them at home. Liverpool at home. I knew we were going to win that game. The way they've been playing, they've been playing shit in it. So we got the job done, and We beat Chelsea. We have a good record at Stamford Bridge. We ain't lost to them at Stamford Bridge since 2018. So we've done well, man. We've done well. And fair play to Arteta. Like, they're stuck with him because for me, he should have been sacked. The board stuck with him. And we've been playing well, winning games convincingly as well. We've putting the performance in. So yeah, it's a three-horse race between us, Man City, and Newcastle. I'm putting Newcastle in the title race. They're not a top four race. They're in the title race with us. Let's be real, Newcastle are third. They should be in the title race.
So
So yeah,
so
we're
so
playing
so
well.
New so Newcastle is in the race for you, right, Tommy?
Yeah, they're in the
I
title race.
think
They have
your
to be.
audio, Steve McCullough, your audio, it's high. Okay, it's okay now.
Yeah, they have to be because they're playing good football. Eddie Howe's a top manager. I'm a fan of Eddie Howe. I've always been a fan of him when he was at Bournemouth. They got some quality players. Newcastle, Wilson, Saint Maximum, Ishak, Guimaraes, Amaron. I wasn't a fan of Miggy Aragon. Yeah, he works hard. I'm not a fan of him, but he works hard. But he's quality. I'm not really a fan of Sean Longstaff. I don't think he's that great. And
Yeah.
Shelby, I don't think Shelby's that great either. Newcastle should be doing better than Shelby. He's not that good, but Newcastle are playing good football and they're in the title race. They have to be in this title race with us and Man
But
City.
but again, not see. There's some players you should just have as squad, as squad players, right? Not everybody in the team should be a Messi or something like that, right? Sometimes you just need squad in depth, right,
Yeah, and Callum
Tommy?
Wilson, what a player! I rate Callum Wilson highly. There's
Yeah.
just I'm happy. I'm happy he's in the England squad with Southgate. I don't rate. I say Callum Wilson has to be in the England squad, and he's got it. What a player, bruv. But
Wait,
yeah,
so you prefer Wilson to Ivan Tony? Is that it?
they're both good players, but I think Callum Wilson's clear of him, in my opinion. I think he's clear of Ivan Tony. I rate Ivan Tony, but I think Wilson's clear of him for me. I think he's
Okay,
clear of him.
okay. Steve, you're welcome to the show. You were supposed to be here, but I don't know what happened. So Tommy came in, and I'm happy he came in. And of course, what's up with you?
Hey, what's going on, man? No, I just woke up. I just woke up from my because I work nights, so I just woke up.
Yeah, yeah, good,
Better
good, good,
late,
good,
better
good.
late than never, but you know,
Yeah, it's still cool. No
yeah,
problems.
yeah, my bad.
Hey,
But
take
yeah,
us through your season so far.
it's just been it's been unbelievable, man.
And Tommy, if you hear anything you don't agree with, just give a shout out.
Yeah, that's
It's
fine,
open
bruv. That's
season.
fine. We're gonna have disagreements. It's fine, man.
No, it's been unbelievable, and
Mm,
honestly, I just feels like a dream, man. It literally feels like a dream that
mm,
we're completely looked like we were just completely down and out last year in terms of fighting relegation and whatnot with Steve Bruce and playing horrible football and the
Mm.
owner not taking care of the club or nothing
yeah,
was right. Nothing was right at Newcastle. But
true.
all of a sudden, just take 1 year and bam, we're in a supposed title race, top 4 race, top
Title
6
race.
race. It's not the championship title race. It's the
It's the
Premier
Premier League.
League. Like
Yeah, Premier League.
it's just it really is. It's unbelievable, man. I just yeah, I don't know what else to say.
But what were the biggest highlights of the season for you in terms of Newcastle? Which team did they really beat that really set the ball rolling for you this season?
I mean, there's a lot to pick. There's a lot to pick from. Where do I start? The
Yeah.
3-3 draw with Man City was probably the best game of football I've seen
Hmm.
as a Newcastle fan. I mean, the 1-0 yesterday.
Yeah.
There we had we had the win. We had the win, the 2-1 win against Spurs. There's a lot to pick from. The performance at Man United first half was excellent. There's a lot to pick from, man. There's a lot. The amazing goals of Miggy Almiron in the month of October.
Yeah, of course.
I've never
This
seen
season.
anything like it from a player. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know if you guys have. You guys have been watching football longer than I have. I've never seen that from a player where it's just worldy. I'm sure Messi had one of those months. I'm sure he has, or maybe Lewandowski. But and you know what, that just speaks as to how impressive Miggy Almiron has been, bro. I'm talking about him in the same way as a Messi or a Lewandowski or a
You see,
Ronaldo
I don't think
in
so.
terms of just scoring, goal after
Yeah,
goal after
I think
goal.
how many goals does he have this
All
season?
right.
I think that tally is up to eight or so now, right?
Yeah, I believe it's 8. He'll get
It's up
double
to eight.
digits
It's up to
surely.
eight this
So
season. See, Tommy,
Yeah, bro.
what were Arsenal's biggest wins? This at least
Biggest wins.
this first
Liverpool
12,
at
13
home.
games. Liverpool at
Liverpool
home.
at home
Yeah,
was the because we obviously we haven't beaten them. It took us 2 years to beat them at home. 2020, we
yeah.
are 2-1 when they won the league, and they got drunk
Hmm.
and they were sloppy. We capitalized on their mistake. That game we had to win. We had to win that game to make a statement, and people need to take
Yeah,
us so that people can take us seriously and stop writing us off. The North London derby,
yeah,
we always beat the shite at home anyway. The shite, we always beat
always,
at home anyway.
regardless if you're
And
shy,
people like
too.
Deji, yeah, people like Deji and that, oh, we're gonna smash you at the Emirates, which they haven't beaten us since
yeah. Digi
2010,
Sports.
12 years.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I was
Hmm.
16 the last time they beat us the 3-2. I was 16, bro. I'm 28. So that's the North London derby was big, but Liverpool at home was the biggest win for me than the derby, innit? So yeah, that was the
Yeah,
biggest win for me was Liverpool at home because we had to win that game for me. So yeah, so I'm happy. We're playing good football. Arteta's doing what I asked him to do, getting him
yeah,
making right substitute, the team selection, his game management. He's improved that. His man management. He's improving his man management as well. Because I wasn't sure on his man management, but he's improved. He's proving his man management. So he's getting his tactics right, the team selection. So yeah, I got to pick up Mikel in it. So yeah, and we're playing good
yeah.
football as well, better than the shite anyway. So yeah.
Uh, do you agree? Do you agree with that, Steve? Arsenal season so far. Uh, do you think Liverpool was the biggest one that Arsenal? Just like what Tommy said. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I'd probably say so, just because you did need to get that kind of hoodoo off your back of struggling against Liverpool at home. And that's the difference between you and Spurs. Spurs have struggled when Liverpool come to White Hart Lane, and they kept, historically they've struggled against Liverpool at home. And that trend continued this year, even when Liverpool were completely out of form. So that's the
Yeah,
difference between you and Spurs, is that Spurs, they're hopeless in top 6 games. Meanwhile, you guys are favorites, and you might not lose a home game this year, to be honest.
even against Manchester City.
I think you can get a draw out of that game or a win.
Yeah, that's fine
You genuinely could.
because we haven't beaten them. We haven't beaten Man City at home since 2015.
That's and
Since
ultimately,
2015, man.
that is where your
Wow.
title credentials are going to have to be presented in the most strongest. That is the biggest test of
Yeah,
your
Yeah,
title credentials. That is the time where you need to make those January signings to strengthen your squad in some
to
aspect.
strengthen our squad.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Because it's all well and good doing this with Jesus, and he's a wonderful footballer. Please don't get me
Hmm.
wrong on this, but I prefer him on the wing and having a killer number 9 whose number 1 goal is scoring goals, like an Ivan Tony or
Or
whatnot,
Mitrovic,
or Mitrovic or something like that.
or even
Whoever you guys
Okay,
want.
or even
okay. Talking about strikers. Let's go into that striking position for both Arsenal and Newcastle. Uh, Thomason, will you
yeah.
compare? Will you compare uh, Gabriel Jesus with any Newcastle striker this season?
With Callum
I'll probably
Wilson.
Callum Wilson. I'll probably
Can you
say
compare him to anyone right now?
I compare him to Callum Wilson because Callum Wilson is mustard, bro. He's mustard. So, uh with
Do
Callum
you think he's
Wilson,
better? Do you
Callum
think
Wilson.
he's better than Callum Wilson?
Callum
Do you
Wilson's a
think it?
better goal scorer, but Gabriel Jesus is a better footballer. That's my
I'll
opinion.
probably say I'm gonna chime in. I'm gonna say this. Callum Wilson's a better finisher, but hold up, but link up and holding up the ball pace. I'll probably say Jesus, but Callum Wilson
Exactly.
can hold up the ball, link up, and he can do all that. But I'll probably say Jesus is clear of him as holding up and linking up. But Callum Wilson's an excellent finisher, like fox in the box, volleys, headers. Callum Wilson's better than Jesus at headers and volleys for me. Let's be real. Callum Wilson doesn't miss open goals. He's clinical. Doesn't miss open goals. He doesn't really miss open goals for me.
Very rarely. Very rarely he misses those.
Yeah. And he's a top. Callum Wilson's a top striker. Yeah, he's not on the level of Kane or level.
If he didn't do both of his knees and whatnot, he could honestly, in my opinion, he could be on a level of a Harry Kane. Just because.
Wait. You guys are putting Callum Wilson in that range with Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah, but the thing is, I like I just said, bro, I rate Gabriel Jesus as a footballer and in certain things that he can do over Callum Wilson. But if we're talking like he just said, Callum Wilson in terms of finishing and goal scoring prowess. That's where Callum Wilson has the advantage.
What is the highest goal tally for Callum Wilson in the season?
I'd have to look it up. Honestly, I can do that right now.
Tony, do you have any idea of how many goals he scored in a typical season? Like, I want to find out. Like,
I think he might have gotten 15 for Bournemouth, but let me check it out.
Callum Wilson. I wanted him when he was at Bournemouth. When he was at Bournemouth, I wanted Callum Wilson.
He was a monster at Bournemouth. I've been a fan of his for years.
What has been his highest goals scored in a Newcastle shirt?
The highest goal scores. Let me check. Not sure. Yeah, I'll check. Well, this year he's only got like six, but he's been injured. That's not his fault.
He's gotten like 6, right?
11 appearances for Newcastle, 1 off the bench, 6 goals. The highest he's gotten for Newcastle, the highest he's gotten for Newcastle, 26 games played, 12 goals in the 2020-21 season, and his highest in any season in the Premier League was with Bournemouth. It was 30 appearances, sorry.
Yeah.
1 substitute appearance, 14 goals.
14 goals.
His most prolific season in the Premier League was with Bournemouth, and he scored 14.
But all those goals does not even tally with what Gabriel Jesus got in Manchester City, even if it was coming from the bench. So how, if the yardsticks we're using to check it in terms of like is a better goal scorer than Gabriel Jesus, like what you guys said, where are the goals?
Well, let's check out Gabriel Jesus.
Then let's check Gabriel Jesus. Because, I just want to know, man. I just want to know. Because if you say that Callum Wilson is a more better striker than
No, Tony. I didn't say
No. You said a better goal scorer, right?
Yes. Better goal scorer.
If he is the better goal scorer, then I need the proofs. Give me the receipts. I need to see the receipts. Alrighty. So let's check up Gabriel Jesus. Let's check his
the highest
at Man City.
So Jesus right now has 14 goals. 14 appearances in the Premier League, 5 goals.
That's this season, right?
Yes.
Now, what about other seasons?
So his highest was also 2019-20, 14 goals.
14 goals, right?
So him and Callum Wilson have both had the most prolific season, it looks like.
Yeah, exactly. And mind you, Gabriel Jesus was always coming from the bench. Of course, they always
Callum
had.
Wilson has 63 Premier League goals and 173. And Callum Wilson has. Let me go back to Callum Wilson. 27 and 63, or 63.
Mm-hmm.
And then Callum Wilson has 67 goals.
67 goals.
So
But again, it
dead
depends.
even.
But most of those goals were in the championship, right?
It doesn't. No. I'm talking. No.
In top flight, all those goals
In the
were in top
Premier
flight.
League. Yes.
All of them in top flight. But the one with Bournemouth. It's not possible. No, it's not possible. When did Bournemouth come into the league?
Bro, Tony, do you forget that Bournemouth were in the league for like 5 straight years?
Yeah, I know.
Eddie Howe kept him for 5 years. 2015.
Yeah, I know.
181 appearances for Callum Wilson.
No, I'm just saying. It's all the whole numbers is coming in the Premier League for Callum Wilson.
Yes, because I'm on the Premier League app, brother.
And you forgot he's been injured. He's been injured a lot as well. So he's been injured a lot.
Of course, but Gabriel Jesus
has
injuries too.
63 goals in 173.
Well,
so Callum Wilson does have more goals.
I don't believe that Callum Wilson is a more better striker.
But I think Callum Wilson will get more than
Gabriel.
No, but Tony, again, listen. You're usually good at this, but we all have our off days. I am saying to you this, as a footballer, in terms of dribbling,
Callum Wilson will get
movement, link up play, an all-around athlete, flair player, a footballer, which is what Brazilians are usually very good at.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what Gabriel Jesus is better at compared to Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson is more of a true number 9 in terms of physically fit. He's physical. He's a finisher. That is more of his thing. Gabriel Jesus to me is best. He can play. He's played great as a false 9. Make no mistake, but he does need some goals in his game. So that's why I would prefer Callum Wilson over Jesus as a number 9. If we're talking as a winger, that's where Jesus would play. Obviously.
Okay, good.
Because 63 goals still ain't
in your team. Tommy, in your own team, will you take an Ivan Toney or will you take a Callum Wilson in your own team, in the Arsenal team?
Both of them are quality. I want both. I'll take both of my team.
No. If
it has to be one.
It has to be one. If you want to take a striker,
I would go Ivan Toney.
I'll take Callum Wilson. For me, I'm taking Callum Wilson.
I would take Ivan Toney just because of the fact that Callum Wilson has done both of his knees. And honestly, availability is the best ability.
Man, I'll take an Ivan Toney 100 times.
Don't get me wrong, Ivan Toney.
Wilson.
I obviously have.
No. There's no debate. Ivan Toney's great. Yeah.
I'll take an Ivan Toney
100
times before I take.
It's a good debate, Callum Wilson.
He played for Newcastle in the past as well, Ivan Toney.
Yes, he did under Rafa.
Sure.
And so did Mitrovic.
I'll take an Ivan Toney. And Ivan Toney is more strong, is more athletic, is more of a bully.
He's good at
Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson is a runner, but
the problem with him is injury.
You know
what Callum Wilson does? Callum Wilson, to me, the one of the things he does have over Ivan Toney is the array of finishing. Like, there's some goals that Callum Wilson scores it's very creative. Like, it'll be outside of the foot, or it'll be little dinks, or it'll be like he's got that knack of like he can improvise his finishing, and he's a very, very creative player, not in terms of creating goals, but creative finishing. If he's at a tough angle, He can score some like really unique goals, back
Unique
heel,
goals.
side foot. He'll shuffle around a player if he has to. He can score you a lot of different kinds of goals with some, brilliant accuracy. And also so that's something that Callum Wilson does have. But the thing is that Callum Wilson, I would take Ivan Toney over Callum Wilson just because of the fact that Ivan Toney does not have the injury problems that Callum Wilson does.
Does. Okay. See, you know what? We have to move on. See, yeah. Thanks to the guys in the chat that have come to join us on the show. Chelsea OG says, "Aye, big ups, Chelsea OG." We also have Andrew Bell. He says, "Evening, guys. Evening, guys. Andrew Bell, big up to you, my brother." He's DJ Gotti, my guy. He says, "Hello, matey, hello." And Chelsea OG says, "Yeah, where's Steve at? Steve was sleeping."
I'm here.
And
I'm
he
here.
says, "Evening, matey. Big up to the
Callum
crew. Big
Wilson,
up to
Ivan
you, man."
Toney debate woke me up, and the Jesus versus Ivan Toney debate woke me up.
See, yeah, Chelsea
Or,
OG
sorry.
said something here,
Ivan
and he
Toney would
says
be a
something here. He
massive,
says,
great signing
"Can't
for
believe the
Ivan.
Mags beat us. Can't believe the Mags beat us." See, Tommy, that was. See,
Another
it wasn't one of the
win.
most. It wasn't a strategic time in terms of Newcastle winning, but
Yeah.
it meant a lot for Newcastle to beat Chelsea, innit?
Yeah, I'm not surprised because Chelsea's record at St James's Park is not hasn't really been that good over the years. Because I remember that when they had
Jose
Alan
Mourinho's
Pardew.
never won at St. James's Park.
Yeah, he's never won that. I remember in
He
2014.
might take it easy though, because he does kind of like Newcastle a little bit.
Yeah, because
for obvious reasons.
I remember those guys. I remember when you beat them 2-1 when you stopped Chelsea's unbeaten run when Cisse scored as well. Like what a player, Pape Cisse. I remember that in 2014. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I went for 2-0 Newcastle. I'm not surprised they lost because I said Newcastle are going to batter them. And Newcastle were the better team. Should have been 3 or 4 if they were clinical, but
I was going for a 5-1. I was going for a 5-1 win for Newcastle. I really thought that Newcastle would batter them. For some reason, Chelsea stepped up.
I expect them to back them
up the ant on the day. So I was really expecting maybe like a 5-1 beating, but Chelsea held their own there. But Steve, that 1-0 defeat against Chelsea, is it one of your most signature wins this season?
100%, man. Whenever you beat one of the supposed top 6 at home, it's a massive win and another statement of intent, and it was another opportunity for rivals to take us seriously. Some take it seriously, and some didn't. Like I said to you, Tony, in terms of taking us seriously in terms of top 4, or as you say, maybe even a title race, or taking Arsenal seriously in the title race. I like to know if the serial killer is in my house, if he's in my kitchen, if he's lurking in the back. I like to know these things. I would like for someone to tell me those things. But some people just ignore it until the last possible minute because they'd rather live in denial. And that's what the thing is. That's exactly the case when it comes to football and whatnot. Some people, for some reason, do not like to know if there's a killer inside their kitchen or in their closet. They'd rather just prefer to him come out of nowhere and stab them right in the back. So I'm not one of those kind of people. I can see stuff coming from a mile away, certain things, and eventually, I do recognize that this is this team should be taken seriously or this, but it is what it is. I don't, and for that very reason, I don't mind if people don't take Newcastle seriously. Good. We will
come to that about taking teams seriously this season because that's a bigger
working in silence is fine by me.
That's a bigger topic altogether
Yeah.
for
We
what
can just do
Arsenal
our
and
business,
Newcastle
and
this season.
nobody will take us seriously. I see it as an
Good.
advantage.
Good. Tommy.
Yeah, sure,
Uh,
Tony. What's up?
our season so far, Arsenal season so far. Do you think that Liverpool win, or the Chelsea win, or the Tottenham win? Which one was more bigger in terms of like, wh- wh- which which one did you take home that and then you said, oh yeah, we beat them up.
I'll
Like,
probably say Liverpool at home because like I said, we had to win that game because if we would have lost that game, I'm thinking it's typical Arsenal, same old shit. We had to win that game. So
so
Liverpool at
if you
home
beat,
was
so if you beat Liverpool, you lost it. Would you take a win against Chelsea and a loss against Liverpool, or a loss against Tottenham and a win against Liverpool? Which one?
I'll take I'll take a I'll take a win against Liverpool and a loss against Chelsea. I'll
Wow.
take that.
Okay.
Because imagine if we lost to Tottenham at home, I'm thinking, wow, they've got their voodoo. If we lost that to them at home, I'm thinking like it's our first time losing to them like home for 12 years. I'm not going to be
Yeah.
like disappointed. I said it, but obviously it's not going to happen anyway because they always with their best team they've always bottled it like
They've
when it
always
comes
bottled it
in
when
these
it come
derbies.
down to the Emirates, yeah, or to Highbury, any
Oh
which
shit!
one you
They,
want to
win-
choose.
they didn't beat us under part. AVB only Harry Redknapp has beaten us, which was 2010, the 3-2, the Van der Vaart and that when Nasri and
Mhm.
Shermack put us 2-0 up and we lost 3-2. That was we had Wenger, they had Harry Redknapp. That was the only one. They failed to beat us. The 1-1 in 2015 when Gibbs got us a point, they battered us. We got a point. Then the 2-2 when we were 2-0
Mhm.
down. And we came
Mhm.
back. Aubameyang Lacazette came back. This was 2009 under Emery, and they failed to win that game when we were 2-0 down. That's not.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about Spurs anyway. I probably get my point anyway. So they failed to do it anyway. It's the mentality in these players in the Tottenham players' heads. Is that mentality? So the Liverpool win at home was a big statement. Win that game, and people can
Was a
take us
very
seriously.
big statement, man. Yeah. Even personally,
Big
that's
statement
my
winning that
personal
game.
preference. It's my personal preference because,
Mm,
man, you see, yeah,
exactly, bro.
Liverpool, we
Exactly.
haven't beaten them, man. Those guys, yeah, they come down to a home, they beat us up, they disgrace us, like it's so difficult for Arsenal to
Yeah.
just find the shooting boots whenever
Yeah.
we play Liverpool. And one thing I always notice whenever Arsenal is always playing Liverpool is that we're always on the back foot whenever we're playing Liverpool.
And that's a mentality
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it's a mentality thing,
Yeah.
like
Just like
we
when
just
Spurs come to the Emirates, you have the mental edge straight away.
over
Or
them,
you even
right?
step
Yeah,
on the pitch.
true,
Like
true. But the
like
However,
thing
when
with the
The way
with
Spurs
Liverpool
fans
is
were
that
chatting before that game.
the thing with Liverpool is that whenever they come to our home or whenever we go down to Anfield, for some reason, Arsenal, through default setting, just go on a defensive display,
yeah, going to
and
Anfield
we
also.
just kind of wait for them, in order to catch them on the break, rather than going at them. But I
But
don't
it's
know.
changed
So
now.
yeah, it's
That game
changed now.
that game was very,
Yeah,
very,
yeah.
very
For some
important.
reason, Arsenal found the cojones to actually just run at these guys. Like, use your weight,
Martinelli was
run at
roasting
these
Trent
guys.
again.
Martinelli was causing problems to the left.
To Trent,
Of
roasting
course,
him
Saka
again. I
to
think
the
he did
right.
roast him.
Gabriel Jesus was leading from the front and defending from the front. His whole
Yeah.
play down there was, see, we can actually count the amount of shots on goal that Liverpool had on the day. It was that poor, it was a record low for them, but at the same time, man, that win was really a signature
Hey,
win
Tony, let me
for
say
us this
this.
season, man.
Tony,
Hmm.
let me say this. With going to Anfield, obviously it's not easy because we don't really do well at Anfield. We don't even get at least a point at Anfield. We don't do that like Crystal Palace do, who
Hmm.
got a point
Hmm.
at Anfield. We don't. and Leeds went to Anfield and won. We don't do that because it's the mentality. And we start to go
It's the
to Anfield
mentality.
in April. We start to go to Anfield and hopefully we can get at least a draw. At least a draw will be fine for us because we don't really win at Anfield, but at least a draw we can get something at Anfield
Hey
in
man, but come
April. So
on,
we start
man.
to go to
See, every
Anfield.
people are going down to Anfield and they're getting joy. At least some teams have gone down there this season
Brighton. Brighton's got 3 goals at
and put
Anfield and
up
got
a good
3-3.
fight.
3-3. They've won that game.
Yeah, I think
Leeds beat them at Anfield like a
Leeds
couple of
beat
weeks
them
ago.
there, right? Steve, right?
What's up?
Yeah,
I
Leeds
said
beat them, yeah,
Leeds.
2-1.
Leeds beat them up. Leeds beat
Yeah.
Liverpool. Anfield, man. Anything is possible when it comes to Anfield. But see, and let's go into the players that have really surprised you guys this season. I'll start with you, Steve. In that Newcastle team, what's your standout player? Who is your standout player?
It's so hard, but honestly, if I had to narrow it down,
You have to
probably
narrow
be
it
Kieran
down, innit?
Trippier. If I had a gun to my head, like the killer in my house, bro, and he said, "Who is your best player at Newcastle? Who's your most important?" If I was held at gunpoint, bro, I'd probably go Kieran Trippier. I think Kieran Trippier is absolutely crucial to the success of Newcastle because
Trippier,
100%,
your
100%,
most
bro.
your most
Because
valuable
because
player right now.
yes,
I don't think so,
100%.
man.
Because if you look at the leadership aspect of what he does, brings to that team, in terms of the defensive and offensive capabilities and abilities that he brings to our side, the fact that he the fact that his crosses are so valuable for this side, the free kick goals as well. So he's absolutely crucial to the team and the chemistry. And you know what? Another thing that is left unsaid sometimes is part of the fact that Miggy Almiron is in such blistering hot form is the chemistry with Trippier. It really helps him
Yeah,
out
yeah,
because
yeah.
Trippier bombs up on the right and gives Almiron the license to cut inside almost as a second striker with Callum Wilson. And Trippier's been feeding him service. So that's the thing. It's like, and he's crucial. That trio on the right of Trippier, Bruno, and Miggy, those guys have had a lot of goals and assists between each other. A lot of goals and assists. It's very crucial. Our right hand side is very strong, also. So I'd honestly probably say, but you could say Bruno.
But I will have to disagree.
Bruno
I'll
is our
have to
most
disagree
important
with you, Steve, on that one. Because see, man, I think your two most important players this season
No, but
has
one,
been
the most
okay.
important.
One. See, man,
It's
I'll
hard
go.
to pick.
It's hard to pick, but I'll go with either Miggy Almiron or I would go with Bruno Guimaraes. Any of those two.
Yeah, but you know what? It's still
At worst,
the fact
Bruno.
that you can't even pick one shows how good
Yeah,
this
yeah,
team is.
yeah. But again, I
We're not a
still do
one-man
think that
show.
Bruno has contributed more than Trippier has done this season.
No, but the thing is, bro,
The solidity you find in the middle of the park down there with Bruno Guimaraes, it's top notch. And apart from that, even if he stays quite deep in that midfield, he also has that license to run in front of goal. Yeah, for some reason, he has the shooting boots on this season. He scored stunners this season. The chemistry between him and the front three down there for you guys has been top notch this season, and he's also scoring goals. Also, he's added goals to his midfield play. So Trippier has been okay, but I really see a Miggy Almiron taking it or Bruno Guimaraes. And mind you, Almiron won the player of the month also. I really think he has been spectacular this season. 8 goals this season. Paraguayan international. He's been in Newcastle, I think maybe for 3 seasons or so now. Is he up to 3 seasons?
Who is this? Sorry.
Miggy Almiron.
It's his fourth year.
It's its fourth year, right?
He
Yeah,
came
but
in 2018-19.
2018-19, but he's having so much joy in that team right now. 8 goals this season for that Paraguayan international. It's been a stunner this season. Tommy, do you agree with do you agree with either Steve or do you agree with me that Steve is saying that he prefers to give uh, that most valuable player right now to Kieran Trippier down there for Newcastle. But me, I'm picking a Miguel Almiron. At worst, Bruno Guimaraes. What about you? What's your opinion?
Mickey Amaron, that guy
Oh,
is mustard,
oh,
bro. That
oh.
goal against
He's the most in form.
when you
He's the
got beat
most in form.
mm,
Absolutely. I'm talking most
when you
important.
when yeah, Steve,
Yeah,
when you got beat
yeah.
Tottenham 2-1 at Tottenham Hotspur, that the second goal, that finish was excellent, bro. That
Oof,
Unreal
finish
oof.
was
finish, right?
excellent, bro.
Mickey
And
Almiron is actually competing with himself in terms of the beauty of the goals that he scored this season, man. He's had stunners after stunners this season.
the
Tommy,
guy is just a
don't you
happy player.
agree?
Yeah, bro, he's a happy player. He's got a smile on every time I watch it. The guy is happy.
Exactly, he has a
He wants
smell.
to win.
Man,
He
you,
wants to
you see, man,
win. The guy
you, you,
wants to
you
win. He
you
wants to
just
win the
hit the
league, man.
you just hit it on the nail, man. See, yeah, I like strikers, yeah, or I like players, generally players that that wear a smile whenever they're playing. You just
Yeah.
you just have this feeling that they're happy, at the club. You just have that
Mm,
funny feeling that they're happy. That many players that are in the club, even if they score, they're smiling, but they're not really happy
mm.
in that club. But see, Miguel Almiron is playing with a smile on his face, and that's why he's scoring goals, and that's why he's happy with the whole chemistry he's having with the passes, with the feed he's getting this season. Absolutely,
Yeah.
he's tremendous, man. So
What a player.
I don't know where you're coming with that Trippier, most valuable player for you, Steve.
Sorry, what was that?
I said I don't know where you're coming with this Trippier,
Bro, because
opinion,
I
man.
watch every Newcastle game, bro, and he's
I know.
the man
I
of the
watch
match on
Newcastle game too.
multiple. No, but
I
I'm
watch
talking
Newcastle game too.
I watch every single Newcastle match. I know you watch a lot of Newcastle, but
But not everything, of course.
Trippier starts a lot of our attacks, a lot of them. A lot of them. And I'm talking in terms of the leadership aspect, and he's absolutely crucial, bro. He's absolutely crucial. The service
but
and
again,
the chemistry.
if you guys were losing games this season, or if you guys were shipping in goals this season through the back, and your strikers were bailing you guys out, you wouldn't be giving Trippier this thing, right?
I mean, it would depend on how many goals Trippier played a part in. Trippier's played a part in a lot of goals. You're talking. It sounds almost like that you're saying that Trippier's not actually that good, bro. He's been an absolute.
I never said that. I never said that. But I'm
But
just
that's
saying
how
that
you're talking.
Miguel Almiron is more. Man,
But Trippier
uh,
is the foundation, is one of the reasons that Miguel Almiron is successful.
Okay.
Because of the chemistry
Remove the
off
goals.
the right.
Remove the goals of Miguel Almiron this season. What are you left with? Remove.
Miggy?
Let's say he got injured this season.
Yeah.
Let's say he got injured at the start of the season. Where would Newcastle be right now?
I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. It would be.
You're not sure about that, right?
Yeah, and if you remove if you
That's
remove
what I'm
Trippier
saying,
from
man.
the
That's what I'm
equation,
saying.
the
And again,
drop
it doesn't
off
matter
is
if you
very,
have
very big.
again, it doesn't matter if you have good defensive displays. If you have good
But
defensive
we have the
displays
best
from
defense in
Kieran
the Premier League.
Trippier, good and
The
okay, you'll be
joint
having
best defense
draws.
in the
You'll be
Premier
having
League.
draws without those wins. But you'll be having draws without let's say a Miguel Almiron. You'll be having those draws. Good, your
True.
defense is okay.
If we didn't have a
Trippier is
Trippier
doing
though,
quite
we
well
would
down
be.
there.
If we didn't have a Trippier though, a Milcraft, who actually has done very well under Eddie Howe, there is a drop off.
Mhm.
There is a drop off, and I'm telling you right now, if you watch a lot of our goals this season, Trippier is involved in them one way or another. Whether that's a cross from the back, whether he bombs up front, whether it's chemistry with Bruno and Miggy. Like, I'm telling you, man, Trippier to me is the most important player. Not their most prolific, but that's just me.
I get that. Tommy, see, where does all this whole argument, does it sit well with you when you hear what Steve is saying about his team?
Yeah,
I know you watch a lot
Trippier?
of. I know you watch lots of Newcastle games too, because
About
of course I
Trippier,
know
yeah.
you watch those games.
Trippier has been quality
Yeah,
for
about
them.
Trippier. No, I know he's quality.
There's a reason
but
why
is he the
Southgate
most,
picked
is he
him.
the most important guy in that team? That's what
Yeah,
I'm
he's
saying.
important. He's still important. Yeah, he's important for them. He's really important.
If he gets injured, won't they carry on and win
They
games?
still carry on. Yeah, they're still winning games without him, Saint Maximum and Ishak. They're winning games without them, which is good because it shows Newcastle have got quality all over the pitch. They're winning
We've
games.
got a mentality.
The mentality. They've only lost one game like us. They've only lost one game like us. We both lost one game, which is good. Just one game we've lost.
One game out of 15.
But they've had a couple of draws, right?
Winning games without them. They're winning games. And Newcastle have been a joy to watch. They play good football. I'm a fan of Eddie Howe. People need to stop disrespecting him. He's a good manager. I keep telling people. Everton fans will disrespect him. You got Lampard, who's dead, who's a dead manager, and you're going to take Eddie Howe at Everton. You got Lampard, who are fighting relegation again. But yeah, they play good football, and people need to put some respect on Eddie Howe. And this guy is a good manager. He plays good football. Look what he did to Joe Linton. He turned Joe Linton from a flop striker to a midfielder.
That's what he did with Almiron.
With Amber, he plays good football, philosophy, and he gets the best out of these players. It shows how a good manager Eddie Howe.
Tommy. If Almiron gets injured, if he gets injured after he comes back from the World Cup, do you think Newcastle? Do you think Newcastle? I said after the World Cup.
Oh, I thought. Sorry. I thought you were saying that.
If he gets injured after the World Cup.
After the World
Paraguay
Cup,
aren't in it.
If he gets injured, if he comes back after the World Cup, so he comes back after the World Cup, and he gets injured, and he gets injured in the first match, or after the World Cup. Do you think that Newcastle will get to where will continue this good run that they have right now?
They'll still continue. Like they're third in the league. They'll still continue if he gets injured.
Without the Miguel Almiron, right? Without the Miguel Almiron.
Without Almiron. Yeah, without Miggy, they'll still win games. These mentality in these players' heads, that mentality, they're gonna have a winning mentality in these players' heads. These players' heads, they can win games without Miggy. If he gets in, they can still win games without him.
We did it.
Well,
last season.
I still do feel like Arsenal and Newcastle are in that same equation. The same equation. What I mean by same equation is that if a couple of players get injured for Newcastle and a couple of players get injured for Arsenal, it's kaput, man. And
but that's not true about Newcastle.
And of course, it's not true about
Newcastle.
This is my drift. This is my drift. If a Bruno Guimaraes gets injured and a Miguel Almiron gets injured in your team, trust me, you won't win these games. And mind you,
how did we beat Chelsea with Chris Wood for 70 minutes?
Steve. To be very sincere with you, many conservatives still don't believe that Newcastle
Chris Wood's awful, man.
have the mettle to actually win the league or come into top 4. They're still doubting you guys. So I just want you to have a calm head a little bit about this. I love Newcastle, but I want you to have a calm head when you're looking at this thing in-depthly.
What do you mean a calm head?
If you guys
cope with injuries very, very well, Tony.
But come on, man. But you've not had injuries.
Yes, we have.
Almiron.
Oh, yes, we have.
How many games have Almiron missed this season? How many games have Guimaraes missed this season?
He's actually missed quite a few.
In your 13 games you've played.
He missed about 3 games.
How many of those games have he missed?
He's missed 3 games. He didn't play the Liverpool game.
Yeah.
He didn't play Wolves, and he didn't play against
Who was the other? There was one more.
That's not even up to half. That's not even up to half of your game this season.
That's
Zichenko
still
have missed nearly
That's
half.
still 3 games.
Zichenko have missed nearly half of this season already.
Yeah, but you guys have
without
quality
playing.
left back replacement. You have
Without
Tierney,
playing.
one of the best left backs in the world.
Thomas Partey hasn't, he didn't play in the game against Manchester United, and we lost. That's it. If some certain players don't play for Arsenal, it's going to be a bad day.
Tony, we've done this. We've done this
unbeaten.
We've done this winning streak without Alan St. Maximin, Alexander Isak, and Shelby, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about in terms of we actually have had a lot of injuries. And honestly, last year,
Miggy has played all your whole games this season, right?
Yes. No, but I'm not disputing Miggy. Yes, Miggy has been injury free. We've established that. I'm talking.
So do you agree? So do you agree that injuries have been fair with your team right now? Do you accept that fact?
No, because we've been missing Alain Saint-Maximin, Isak, and John-Joe Shelby throughout the majority of the season.
Yeah, but
we've still been successful with Jacob Murphy on the left. Seriously, bro.
Tommy. I agree.
Yeah, bro.
Tommy.
We cope with injuries. We cope with injuries very well.
Do you think
because you don't notice?
Okay. Do you think that if Newcastle misses Almiron when they come back from the World Cup, if Guimaraes somehow gets a mysterious injury from Brazil, do you think that that team will collapse all of a sudden?
No, I don't think.
Not really. I still think they'll continue to win games, and
so it doesn't matter if injury sets into that team, right?
If everyone is injured, obviously.
No, not everyone. I'm talking of the key guys in that Newcastle team. Yeah. I'm talking of Almiron, Bruno Guimaraes. If they get injured in that team, just the same way people say, oh, if Thomas Partey, Saliba gets injured, or Gabriel Jesus gets injured, Arsenal is over. Yeah, that's what I'm. That same criticism is what I'm giving to Newcastle right now. So do you think that if they miss three good players, like they miss a Kieran Trippier, they miss a Miguel Almiron and a Bruno Guimaraes in the middle of the park, will it still be the same Newcastle team? Will they still be beating these teams anyhow?
Yeah, I think if they miss those players, I don't think they will struggle. I still think they'll keep winning games.
Okay, you still think they will keep winning games? Then do you know what that means? Do you know what that means?
No.
Do you know what that means? Then that means that you believe that. Then that means that you believe that Newcastle have squad in depth. That's what you mean. Because if they're missing three of their most important players, then it means that they have squad in depth, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
And
it means you don't need to spend in January, right? Since you have squad in depth, right?
No.
They still need to buy players, obviously. They still need to strengthen.
Okay. Now you're confusing me, right? You're confusing me.
Well, let me, if you give me a minute to explain, then
good.
And then fair dues.
Good. I'm sorry. I'm.
No, it's okay.
I'm giving you a hard time today, man.
I can explain because
Tommy, you will have a hard time too. You know.
Tony, the reason why Newcastle. The reason why Newcastle
okay.
The reason why Newcastle have to and will spend in January is because we have gotten away with having Jacob Murphy on the left or Emil Kraft last season when Trippier got injured for a significant amount of time. Callum Wilson got injured. We've gotten away with it, but the thing is, if you want to compete for top four and whatnot, you need to you need to have the likes of Jacob Murphy not involved with the team. You need to have in his place a Moussa Diaby on the left. You need to have, instead of Sean Longstaff as a player that starts consistently, for me to feel better about Newcastle being a title contender, you upgrade Sean Longstaff to Yuri Tielemans. And then if Longstaff is needed, if he wants to play a cup game or a midweek Premier League game, then we can rotate and Tielemans can get some rest. The reason why we've been successful despite the injuries and whatnot is because Eddie Howe has the mentality of this squad down to a T. It's next man up
Good.
mentality.
But look at my argument. See, Tommy, I'll also bring you into this discussion. Because I asked Steve a specific question and he gave me a specific answer. So it should clear this thing about squad depth. With that Arsenal team, if Gabriel Jesus is out of that team, just answer this question for me, Tommy. If Gabriel Jesus is out of that team, if Thomas Partey is out of that team, and if let's say Asaka is out of that team. Let me just say Asaka is out of that team. Those three players, if they go out of that team, do you think Arsenal will still win games the way we're winning games? Do you think so?
You put me on the spot here. I'll probably say we would struggle.
What your schedule is.
Depends on the schedule.
You think we'll struggle, right? Because we don't have squad depth, right?
Yeah,
because we don't have the squad depth, right?
I think we struggle in it.
Exactly. So that's the same question I was asking Newcastle. So it's either you have squad depth, it's either you have enough squad depth or you don't have enough squad depth. So I asked him that question.
Yeah,
if Bruno Guimaraes is out, these are the biggest henchmen of Newcastle's season. If Bruno Guimaraes is out, if Miguel Almiron is out of that team, and if Kylian Trippier is out of that team, and somehow you guys are saying, or Steve is saying, that it won't be a problem, that they will still be winning games same way that they are winning games, then it means that you have squad in depth, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Yeah. Of course.
That's what you mean, right? Steve.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. With Newcastle,
so you have squad in depth, right?
Yeah, all right, I'm going to cut it to you very, very simply. Okay. Eddie Howe is better at getting bum players like Longstaff and Jacob Murphy to do a simple job in midfield or out to the left than Arteta is to get a performance out of Rob Holding.
Okay, because I don't want when you guys blow it, maybe at the turn of the year, I don't want you to say that, it's because of we don't have squad.
I will never, ever
that's what I'm saying.
Injuries for not performing well. Never.
Okay, because you just said that you have squad depth. That's what you said.
No, I'm saying that we need to improve the squad depth in January because as amazing as it is that Eddie Howe is getting performances out of bums like Longstaff and Jacob Murphy and Chris Wood, like if we want to solidify our challenge of apparently a title, in your opinion, and top four, then we need to get non-bum players like a Moussa Diaby, James Maddison, Yuri Tielemans, etc.
Good, Steve.
Eddie Howe, and let me say this again, just so I'm clear. Eddie Howe, for now, is getting performances out of players with very little ability, like a Longstaff, Jacob Murphy, and Chris Wood.
Okay,
he is.
I completely get that. Tommy, it's your turn.
Arteta can't do that with Sambi Lokonga because Sambi Lokonga, for some reason, is just that bad.
He's not good. Sambi Lokonga is just not that good. He's a bang average player, not good, not Arsenal quality for me.
Good. We'll come to that, Tommy C. Big ups to the guys that are in the chat. Craig AFC, big ups to you, man. And Craig AFC here says Christmas champions, laughing out loud. Yeah, man, we're Christmas champions, Craig AFC. Going
Where's
into
the trophy,
Christmas,
man?
37 points. Better than Man City, better than Chelsea, better than Newcastle, better than Liverpool. Man, we're at it, man. We're at it.
If Arteta can get bums playing good, like if he can get Sambi Lokonga to just not be terrible.
No. I don't even want Lokonga to even show up.
I'm just saying that it could happen.
Okay, good and okay, but I don't want him. I'm sorry. But now Kane, Now, Kane, big ups to you, man. He says big ups. And of course, our big friend, big ups the panel. Of course, Fear of Black London. Of course, he's here with us. Craig AFC says here, Jesus isn't the striker to score
Exactly.
15 to 20 goals.
Exactly.
I totally understand, but it does quite much. It gives us quite much than that 15, 20 goals. What he has contributed to us
Of
this season
course.
is
Oh,
even more than
Yeah, he
that 10
does.
goals,
Yeah,
man.
he does.
See, man, with 37
Nketiah
points
can't do what
at the
Jesus
top,
does.
man, Gabriel Jesus has been at the heart of those goals. In
100%.
most goals that Arsenal have scored
No
this season.
disputing that.
No
Yeah.
disputing that. So, of course, while we're criticizing him and hitting him at the front, we should pat him up at the back too, and thank him for what he has done
I don't
already.
even think it's a
37 points.
criticism thing. It's not even for me. It's not even a criticism thing. It's just when everything you're having a great day, but then you say to your whoever you're with, like, man, wouldn't it just be great if blah 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 happened? Wouldn't it be great if some hooker sucked my dick for free? Like, you know what I mean? It's like that with Jesus. It's like, damn, this guy's been fucking awesome. Now just imagine if he scored goals. Wouldn't that even be fucking better? You know what I mean?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry for his language.
No, I was just giving an example. I was giving you an analogy.
I know.
Imagine you're out with your fucking friends at a bar and you're like, damn, today's been awesome. Went to the Arsenal game and fucking we destroyed Spurs 5-0 and we did a line of coke in the bathroom and we did a line of coke in the bathroom and Saka was great and some hooker fucking gave me a fucking sick blowjob. Wouldn't it be awesome? It would be even more awesome if Jesus scored more goals. That's
Guys,
how I feel about with Jesus.
I don't subscribe to anything he's saying.
No, but
the assembled here says, evening chaps. Evening chaps.
Tony, do you understand what I'm trying to go with?
But I understand.
Jesus is phenomenal. Just like this phenomenal day that I'm talking about. Imagine me and you, Tony, we're hanging out, right?
I know.
And everything, the whole day has been dope. We've eaten good food. We did fun stuff in Finland or whatever. And we would look at each other one day during the day and be like, man, wouldn't it be amazing if this and this happened? Oh, this day would be even better. You know what I mean? But that's what Jesus, bro. He's phenomenal, but imagine if he scored goals too. That would be even fucking cooler. That's all.
Cooler.
That's all it is.
I totally get that argument. I get that.
That's all it is.
Tom will be coming to you now, but I just want to read some comments from our partners here. The Assembled says, evening, chaps. And of course, our member here, Crest member here, Anthony Herbert, he says, big up, Tony. We're top of the league. Yeah, top of the league. Anthony Herbert, big ups to you. Big ups. And he says, fair play to Newcastle, third in the league, 3 points behind. No, it's actually 2 points. Anthony Herbert behind Manchester
Close
City.
enough, 3-2.
Tommy.
Yeah.
Who has been Arsenal's most outstanding player this season?
Ooh, that's a
Ben
great...
White. He's
It's a
been
great question.
Ben White?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Guys in the chat, who
He's
has
not
been
fucking
your
nonsense.
most valuable player this season? Just type it out for us there. Let's see. Tommy, why is Ben White your most
Because the
important
other thing
player
is,
this
because
season?
the guy is not a right back, and he's doing a good job, like defending.
No, he's been amazing
forward.
at right back.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Tackles.
Not just good, but he looks better at right back than center back.
Tracking back as well. His crossing is amazing. He scores goals, headers, and all that. So I've criticized him because that price tag 50 million. I'm thinking I'm not sure on this man in it, but he's been our best. He's been one of our best players as well, other than Saliba and Odegaard, etc. But I'll probably say Ben White for me because he's a centre back, for God's sake. He's not a right back, but he's doing well in that right back position. So yeah, I'm gonna give it to Ben White. That's just my opinion, man.
Ben White has been good down there this season, But of course, we still have a Tomiyasu who could still do a job. Like,
Yeah, someone else who
see,
can do a job, of course.
yeah,
At right
Tomiyasu
back
can still
and
do a
left
job
back.
there. Yeah, but I get what Tommy is saying. But again, Saliba, who
That guy is
What
must. He's must.
for me,
Xhaka?
man, for me, is one of the most
Xhaka's been
important
that
guys.
good as well.
Guy, see, Tommy, you know that Arsenal, what we've been at the back end of having one of the most disastrous defenses ever.
Yeah,
Squillaci, Koscielny, Mustafi, you know,
Senderos.
all these
Senderos.
diabolical defenders.
Senderos, dead player. Senderos.
Senderos,
Fucking
Pascal
Seagull.
Pascal
Remember
Segan.
Bob Holding.
You
Dead.
know what?
Segan, dead food.
Arsenal have been at the back end of horrible and diabolical defenders,
Exactly.
shocking defenders,
Fucking
you know,
defenders. Other than
and
we haven't had a good defense
disastrous,
since Soy
disastrous,
Campbell and Colo Torre.
shocking
defense.
defending. So
Yeah.
for Arsenal to have a Rolls Royce like Saliba at the back, man, that should be one of our most valuable players, man.
Yeah.
I'm surprised people don't really like. I don't know. Yeah, of course, it's in so many people's books, but I don't know why people are not very, very confident when it comes to like saying he's our best player.
Saliba is our best player.
There's a difference
Saliba-
though between best player and most important, right? Do you guys make that distinction?
No, we didn't make that distinction. We didn't.
I think
we're
there's
just saying,
when I'm talking about like the most important and best. I think that's two different things. The most important,
but
is
in this
like-
context, we meant the most important player, like the most
for-
important
the most
player, the
important
best.
player for
We
Arsenal,
cramped everything together, and you said yours, and that's why I'm waiting for
Xhaka
Tommy
would be
to.
my pick.
Who?
Xhaka would be my pick for Arsenal's most
Yeah, he's
important
been
player.
mustard for us. He's been mustard.
Crucial.
But see, Tommy, you cannot say Ben White is our
Yes,
best.
he can.
You cannot
He's
say.
been-
You cannot
he's
say.
been the
You
best
cannot
right
say
back in the
Saliba.
league.
You cannot say. You can.
Why
Okay,
not?
our
He's
most
been the
important.
best right
You
back in
cannot
the
say
league.
Zaka is our most
No,
important. You
no,
cannot
no.
say Saliba is our most important. The
Why
three
can't I
of them
say
cramped up
White's
in one.
been
You
our best?
can.
Why
You
can't I
have
say
to
Ben White's
choose
been our best
one.
player? He has.
You have
Yes,
to choose
Saliba.
one.
He did
Because
choose
let's
one. He
see-
chose Ben
Ben
White.
White. I chose Ben White.
Yeah,
He chose
that's what
one.
I'm saying. Okay, so but why should it be Ben White if Tomiyasu can come in there and do a job for us? Then how can
Yeah,
he
he
be our
can.
most
Yeah,
important
he
player?
can. But Ben White. Ben White,
If we
because
if,
Ben White.
if we
he
if
can-
we
like I
if we
said,
lose, see, if we lose Thomas Partey at the middle of the park, we don't have a like for like player to come in and
You
do
have
the job
Sambi.
that Thomas Partey does.
Look, Sambi
You
forgot
can
that.
imagine,
Crying
you
out
can
loud.
imagine Sambi to come in. You see, so it doesn't work in
Well,
that
then
way.
you can get away
So
with
in
for a
so
game or
on
two.
no on
And
in
then he's
no
better than Sambi, way
circumstances.
better.
See,
Elneny
Tommy,
is miles
Tommy,
above Sambi.
Tommy, I'm still with you. In no
Yeah.
circumstances can you say that Ben White is our most valuable or
Why?
is our most
Why
important
not?
player
Why not?
if
Why
there
not,
is
Tony?
now listen, if there is a replacement that can still come in that is still in that team and do at least a good job or an equal job to what he's done this season. And
Then
that's
it's
what
Jesus. Then it's Jesus.
No,
is your
it's still
most
not
important
for me.
player.
It's still not Jesus because, of course, he's not putting in the.
But you just said
amount
the
of
replacement thing. You just said the replacement thing. You just said the replacement thing. You just said the replacement thing. And who is Jesus' replacement?
And
goals.
Ketia.
Then okay,
Yeah.
good. Then no, but again, Nketiah
You
can still
achieve
score
what you've
some.
achieve with Nketiah.
But listen,
This year?
listen.
No.
I would still prefer an Nketiah to be there than a Sambi Lokonga to be the replacement of Thomas Partey.
I understand that.
You understand
No,
what
but
I'm saying,
Elneny
Tommy?
should be your replacement.
Arteta
rates
Elneny
Sambi
cannot
for
do
some
the job
strange
that
reason.
Thomas Partey
I
is
get
doing
that.
in that team.
He's better than Sambi,
A
though.
Rob
Elneny's
Holding
better
cannot
than
come
Sambi.
in and do the same job that a Saliba is doing.
Rob Holding's not that good anyway. I don't rate Rob Holding.
That's
anyway.
what I'm saying. So we
Whack.
do have a player who would come into your best player that you chose.
This is
most
the
important
problem
player
with
that you
Arsenal
chose.
squad depth, by the way. This is the exact problem
That's what
we're
I'm
talking
saying.
about.
So see, Tommy, see
Too
what I'm
many.
saying. This is why I'm saying that your Ben White pick is a little bit flawed. I know he has been a very, very important
Come on,
player for
man.
us this season, but that argument is a little bit flawed. And the reason why it
How
is
is
flawed
it?
is that Tomiyasu can come there. I can do with a Tomiyasu
Yeah, of course. I love Tommy
at
Yasu.
right
I love him.
back.
He's my guy.
But I cannot do
He's a right
with
We're
a
also talking
Sambi
about
Lokonga in the middle of the
performances.
park. I cannot do without a William Saliba at the
We
back
can't do
four
without
for me.
Jesus.
I can't do without
Exactly.
Gabriel Jesus. So there's many other important parts that I
I get
cannot
that.
do without.
But
But
Ben
Ben
White
White, I
offers
can do
something.
without him.
But
I totally understand, but Tomiyasu can
the
offer us
reason
what
why
he gives us.
the reason why also that Ben White is crucial is because I love Tomiyasu. I rate Tomiyasu. But the problem,
same,
and it's
same.
not a quality problem. Remember, availability is the best ability, because Callum Wilson, if he hasn't gotten injured all over these years, he would have had probably a few more Premier League goals at least. The problem with Tomiyasu, the only problem with Tomiyasu during his Arsenal and overall professional career, injuries.
He's had injuries.
If Ben White
no doubt.
gets injured and then Tomiyasu has to play every single game, that's a problem because Tomiyasu's injury prone.
And again, Cedric can still even, because mind you,
And
Cedric
then that's the problem. So basically,
Cedric can still even come into that team, and
it's
he could be a
basically
decent guy there.
the reason why Ben White is so crucial. Why I'll make the case for Ben White.
See, you're getting it all wrong again. I'm not saying he's not crucial. That's not the point. The point
I know you're not saying that,
crucial.
but you're also, but at the same time,
but the point there is that we have someone who can give us what he gives us.
But he's injury prone.
That's what I'm saying.
The backup to Ben White is injury prone.
I know, and we still have a Cedric who can still come in.
Cedric is trash anyway.
It's trash, but see, you're not getting this whole argument. You're not getting it. I'm saying that Ben White is important. There's no problem about that.
He is important.
It's an agreed factor. But again, if a Ben White gets injured, I have.
Yeah, we have Tomiyasu.
But you can't.
Come in.
You can trust Tomiyasu.
Listen, Steve.
Yeah.
If Tomiyasu is injured, I have a Cedric who is still a decent player. It's not the best, but it's decent. It's okay. It's average. He's come in there and he has done. Well, he has come in there and he has done one or two things. But see, listen. But again, would you call Tomiyasu trash? No. Would you call Tomiyasu trash?
The thing that Tomiyasu is trash is staying healthy.
See, okay, good. Just listen, guys. We have a Tomiyasu who can come and do Ben White's job, right? Who can come in and do a Saliba's job? Who can come in and do a Saliba's job?
Holding can't.
No one, right?
He's whack, bruv.
Do you see the importance? Who would come in and do Partey's job? There's no one there. So I'm saying, with that argument, it's
the drop
because
off
we don't have a replacement. We don't have a replacement that will come in for a Thomas Partey.
Yeah.
We don't have a replacement that will come in for a Saliba if he gets injured.
We should have got Calvin Phillips. We should have got Calvin Phillips when he was at Leeds.
And now we're
Tyler Adams
into ifs. We're now delving into.
Leeds got Tyler Adams for cheap.
That's what I'm saying. So, do you see where I'm coming from, Tommy?
Yes, I know where you're coming from.
I absolutely see where you're coming
statement.
From. Absolutely. Thomas Partey is brilliant.
Why? The reason, Tone. The reason I picked Ben White is because he's not a natural right back. He said he can play right back, which is good for us. I love Tomiyasu. He's injury prone.
That's not the problem. That's not the problem because we're talking about the most important player right now.
Anyway. Yeah.
See, if Ben White gets injured, see, Tommy, if Ben White gets injured today, Arsenal will still score goals.
Yeah, we'll still score goals, of course. I'm not saying we won't.
We'll
We
still
won't.
score
We'll
goals.
still
So
Then you're
Is- is
relying
wrong.
on Tomiyasu to do something that is not a commonplace in his professional career, which is staying healthy.
What do you mean? I know, but see,
Injury
of
prone,
course,
innit?
but
And then if
he's injury
Tomiyasu goes
prone.
down, you have
He's injury
Cedric,
prone.
who is
He's
a
injury
horrible
prone, but
player. We've
see,
known
he's
this for
injury prone.
years.
But during the times,
Cedric
we've
is
needed
man.
him down there, he's always come in. During the times we've needed someone to
Cedric.
come in for
Yeah,
Ben White
against Brighton
this season,
against
he has
Brighton
always
last
been
week.
okay to play.
He did
So he's
okay
not
against
the most
Brighton
important
reserves
player in
in the
that team.
Carabao Cup. I don't think he
Yeah.
did very good against Brighton reserves in the Carabao
He
Cup.
was right in second team.
But
and he was
again,
I don't
he's
think he
not-
did
but
very
again,
good
he's
in any
not-
of the Europa League games he was in.
Guys in the
He's
chat,
trash.
who
Cedric
do
is
you
trash,
think is
though. I'm
Arsenal's
sorry.
most
I'm
important
sorry.
player
Trash.
this season?
Thank you, Steve. He's trash. He's trash.
The fact Arteta hasn't
Who?
gotten rid of him, the only reason why Cedric
Please,
has
please,
a job
one,
at
one person
Arsenal.
should talk. Yeah, what are you saying, Steve?
Go
And
on,
please,
Steve.
when other people are talking, give them a chance. So,
No,
Steve,
but
what were you saying?
I'm not talking over nobody. I ain't talking over nobody.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, you were saying something.
Okay, I'll make this point about Cedric. The only reason why he is still at Arsenal is because Tomiyasu is so injury prone. It's the only reason why.
Mhm.
Only reason. Because as a footballer,
Yeah.
he's just not good enough. We've seen it for years and years and years.
But no one is saying he's good enough. We have a Tomiyasu who can come in.
But he's
So,
injury
that-
prone.
We've not needed to bring in Cedric in our first 11 this season. Have we needed to bring him in our first 11?
No.
Then
No.
that's a
Because Ben White has
no-brainer
been
talking
healthy.
about him. Then it's a no-brainer talking about him this season. It's a no-brainer.
fine.
We have a Tomiyasu who can come in. I don't know why you guys are not seeing this logical argument.
No, I love
We have a
Tomiyasu.
player
What
who
I'm
can
saying,
come in
Bro,
for
I
Ben
love
White.
Tomiyasu too. I've been a fan of his at Bologna.
Steve loves him as well. We both
That's
love
what
him.
I'm saying. But we don't have a player. See, Tommy, do you have a player who will come in for Thomas Partey?
No.
What are
No,
your
because
options
Sam
down
Beaton
there?
is good enough.
Then
I want
why
Sam
is he
Beaton
not your most important player? Do we have someone
Partey's
who will come in
Partey's
place of
important.
Saliba?
No, because Holding's not good enough.
Then why isn't he your most important player? That's
Saliba
I'm
is
just
important.
I'm going with it logically.
What do you want me? The reason I picked Ben White because he's been playing well at right back and he's not a natural right back. He's a centre back.
Yeah, but
That's why I
playing well
And he's
doesn't mean
crucial to the offense and defense in terms of
good. But
crossing.
playing well
I'm
doesn't
just
mean
saying.
that you're the most important player.
Saliba's important. I love Saliba. He's important. Like, but I can't pick two players. I picked one. Ben White. That's that. End
Bro,
of
you
story,
can
man.
make in your first 11, any one of those players can make an argument that they are the most important because you guys are first place. And that's what a title winning team needs to have. That everyone is important and playing at a very high level.
But again, it's good to know who your most valuable player in the team is. That's what I'm saying.
It's also
Like
good.
you said that your
also
most
good.
valuable player is Kieran Trippier. I disagreed with that. I thought that your most important player in that team is Miguel Almiron. That's my own idea.
Yes, and that's the sign of a good team.
I respect what Tommy is saying. I get it, Ben White. But I'm arguing it logically. If I have a replacement who can come and do a decent, I'm not saying do a job the way Ben White is doing it. But if someone can come in there and do a job just the way Ben White can do it in a decent way, and I don't have a player who could come in and do what Saliba is doing in a decent way, and I don't have a player who could come in and do what Thomas Partey is doing in a decent way, then Ben White is not my most strategic place I should be thinking of right now. See, Tommy, if you're going to the January transfer window, which position is the key position for us to strengthen? Let's start from there. Then you get to what I'm trying to talk about. Would you be going for a right back, or would you be going for a strike? No. Listen, would you be going for a right back? No, because now you've just said Ben White is our most important player. Good and okay. In the January transfer window, which position would you be going to strengthen right now? because you only strengthen places that you
Obviously,
feel you're
midfield
weak,
is
right?
Central mid,
So Tommy, where would you
central
be
midfield.
strengthening?
Central,
obviously
central
midfield.
midfield. Central
Anyone with a
midfield, right?
brain would do that.
Central
Central midfield is
midfield, right?
important.
And
Yes,
do you know why you're doing that?
because
Why?
Partey needs cover.
And
Because
Xhaka.
And Xhaka as well.
because that's your most
being good
important
enough.
area. That's your most
Yeah, central
important
midfield is
area. So
important.
the
But you
person
said-
doing the
wait,
job
Tony,
down there
who is your
should
pick?
possibly be your most important
Yeah, central
player
midfield's
right
important.
now.
Tony, are you saying? Did you say Partey is the most important player at Arsenal?
He's in
Partey?
no. I said
He is.
Saliba. I said Saliba.
Wait, so
I
then
said
why?
Sa-
Wait, what? This is crazy.
I said-
what?
No, I said Saliba because Saliba is our most important player.
But why were
Because
you talking about? Why were you
because
talking about Partey this whole time?
No, not Partey. I'm talking about Saliba. Because if you remove Saliba from that
Oh, but-
equation, we will leak goals. See, Tommy, this season you have been criticizing Gabriel. Me too. I've been criticizing Gabriel.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah,
Because
he's
he
a
has been
bozo
making
sometimes.
mistakes after mistakes after
Yeah, and
mistakes, right?
he's sloppy.
Isn't that
Yeah,
true,
he's
Tommy?
sloppy. Yeah,
Now,
he's-
good.
he's
Now,
sloppy
if
as
he
well.
has
He's
been
sloppy.
making, if me and you cannot trust Gabriel this season, and we have a
Yeah.
guy who we can trust, and we don't have a like-for-like replacement for him
Yeah, I get that.
this season
You
in
guys-
any way, then why is he not our most important player?
Saliba
Do you
is
guys
our
like
most-
Tomiyasu at center back? Real quick, by the way, I just wanted to I was
I've never
wondering.
seen him. I've never seen him at centre back before. Tommy else. I've never seen him
Who?
at centre back before.
Tomiyasu at center
but,
back.
but Tomiyasu has played as a
He plays
centre
centre
back.
back, but I've never seen him at centre back. But he's played.
Not in Arsenal, but in Bologna. Where
Yeah.
he
Because
Italy,
I've seen
he
him
has
do it
slotted
before, and
into
he's
that slot.
he was still class.
Even in Japan, he also slots into
Yeah,
that.
for Japan he
central
does.
defense
Hiroki Sakai,
area.
yeah.
Yeah, true. But again, Tommy, that's what I'm saying. So imagine William Saliba gets injured, collapses,
We're
on the
screwed,
pitch
bruv. We're screwed.
in the World Cup. Are we not screwed? That's what
We
I'm
are
talking
screwed if he
about.
gets.
That's
If
the
Saliba gets
importance I'm
injured,
saying.
we are fucked, bruv. We are fucked if Saliba
We're
gets
totally
injured. We are
fucked. But if Ben White gets injured, at least we have
We've got
Tomiyasu
Tomiyasu. Yeah,
to look
I get
into.
that. We do, bruv. I get that. We do.
That's just what I'm saying, man.
But you can't trust
That's fine,
Tomiyasu
bro.
to stay fit.
He has to stay fit though because he's injured, bro.
but again, that's not in the equation. It's not
Yes,
even
it
about
is
staying
because
fit.
we're talking. No. You just said that if
do you know
Saliba
why?
gets injured,
Do you know why it's not
but
in
we
the
are
equation?
factoring injuries in.
Let me tell you why it's not in the equation. Because we don't even have someone who even is good enough to do the job in Saliba's position. Who is
Because-
even injury
because
prone.
because Arteta hasn't introduced Tomiyasu as
No.
a center back.
Don't bring Arteta into this matter. Bring that Ben White area into the matter right now. See, we talked about Ben White. We talked about Tomiyasu, his replacement. You said that Ben White's replacement down there is injury prone, right? But he can come in and do the job, right? Good.
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
in Saliba's case, we don't have anyone who could come, even as an injured person, an injury-prone person, who could come in there and even do that same job. I'm looking at, this is what we call compare and contrast. You compare two things together. That's what I'm saying. Comparing Ben White's position and Saliba's position in that Arsenal team and bringing the most important player out of them. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you mean, bro. I get what you mean, Tone. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
We don't have a Tomiyasu like-for-like replacement in that area for William Saliba. If he's
True,
injured, we
true,
have
bro.
to revert. See, Tommy, we have to revert back to holding.
Yeah,
Are you okay with that?
I'm not a fan of holding.
No,
as
no,
well.
Steve won't feel it. Steve will only laugh at the end of the day.
So-
Forget
so-
what he's saying. He's a
Tony, can I ask
rival
you
fan.
something?
Rob
I'm
Holding.
talking
Can I
of
ask
me
you
and you,
something?
Tommy. Me and you, let's reason together
Tony, can I
right
ask
now.
you something? Tony, can I ask you something?
Yeah, talk, man.
Do we need another centre back? Because I think we do need another centre back.
Tommy, what are you saying? What have we been talking about? Ivan Indika from Eintracht Frankfurt.
Yeah,
We
he'll
need
be a good
central
point. I
defender.
think we do need another centre back. Yeah, we do.
If Saliba drops at the World Cup, we're screwed.
We are screwed. We are. We've
We're
got
totally
bloody holding.
fucked.
who I
You're
don't
gonna
like.
then Arteta, bro.
fucked.
I have a question for you guys. Would you
Go on,
guys rather see Tomiyasu play center back instead of Holding?
Yes, I would. I would.
Of course, obviously.
Obviously, I
Because
would.
Tomiyasu is shown to be able to play
Yeah.
that position, albeit
No. He has
not
not
at
been able to
Arsenal.
show to play that position in the Premier League.
Yes,
Mind
he
you.
hasn't
He
shown
hasn't
that yet.
played that. So it's a big
That's
risk.
why I asked the
It's
question.
a big risk to put him in centre back in the Premier
But
League.
is it a bigger risk to put Holding there? Is it worth the gamble?
But
In your
Mikel
opinion, is
Arteta-
it worth the
but Mi-
gamble?
But listen, but Mikel Arteta is a stubborn coach. He would bring in a Holding rather than put in a Tomiyasu.
And you
in
know
that
what?
spot.
Those are the
That's
kind of
what has
decisions
happened
that
this
are going to
season.
cost you.
Well, we've not needed that centre back right now. That's just the case
Yeah.
there. So we cannot actually
Just like how
blame
Arteta
Mikel
should be
Arteta for
playing
what has not
Zinchenko in
happened.
midfield a bit more than he should, because Zinchenko, to me, it's like that guy could be a backup to Xhaka or Partey.
Yeah, he can because
Zinchenko can play in
the
midfield.
midfield
But
area.
Arteta only plays him at fucking left back for whatever reason, which is bizarre.
But
Because
Tony,
Tierney, I think, is a better left back than Zinchenko. We could talk
I don't
about.
think so. I prefer Zinchenko.
No.
For me, technically, Zinchenko is more better. Technically,
Sammy, where do you
Zinchenko is
come
more-
on this, bro? I think.
No, I'm serious. Zinchenko gives us more.
Then why do you even have Tierney at the? Why bother?
Why do you think Mikel Arteta prefers Zinchenko more than
I don't
than
know.
Tierney? That's
I
what I'm
don't
saying.
know.
Because he sees more than you in the Arsenal dugout.
Clearly,
Yeah,
clearly
clearly
he
he
does.
sees more. And
He
me
gets
too,
paid
I
millions, and
me
I get
too, I
paid
see
to-
what
I
he's
get
seeing
paid
in
to-
Zinchenko.
Yeah.
Zinchenko, mind you, Zinchenko doesn't just play in that wing back position for us. He moves into that midfield role. He even extends even into. Sometimes he helps our attack. He makes those deep runs. He comes back. He might not be all that defensively, but he also gives us something at the middle of the park at the same time. When
Tierney
Xhaka
is
and all
much
these
better
guys,
than Zinchenko defensively in a left back position.
defensively doesn't give us that much. He's bad defensively. He only
Tierney
gives
is
us-
not bad
Yes,
defensively.
for me, he's not
What?
good defensively. He offers us much offensively because he makes those dashing runs and can be able to cross the ball. He does it more than Zinchenko. I clearly understand this, but Zinchenko gives us that quality down there for me personally, and can move into those midfield areas, into those pocket midfield areas easily and seamlessly because he plays in the central midfield area for Ukraine. He does it.
Interesting.
But Tierney cannot do that. Tierney can move into midfield spots in terms of if we need him in those areas.
But you
He
know what
can't do
Tierney
it.
can also do? We can also shift into a back three as a left-sided center back. You know what I
Well-
mean? So that
Well, but the main reason why we have him is to have him as as a left back, and then make those runs.
Yeah.
Make those dashing runs forward. That's the only thing he gives us, to be very sincere.
and he's also injury prone as fuck too.
And he's very injury prone. So
Extremely injury prone,
why
the
don't
poor
you think
kid.
Mikel would trust Zinchenko more? But see, Tommy,
Yeah.
where
Where do you stand on Tierney, bro?
where do
I
you
think
stand on
he's-
Tierney?
He's a fucking baller.
Of course, I love Tierney, but he's injury prone as well. So, but
So injury
Zinni offers
prone.
more than Tierney. I'm going to admit Zinni offers more than Tierney. So
Really? Wow.
defensively,
Okay.
I'm good at
Look at
going forward.
look at
is
this
good as well,
argument.
Tierney, so.
Look at this argument from Fear of Black London, and that's why varied opinions are very, very important. Nick Pope is the most important player in Newcastle. Been
Tell you what,
excellent
there's a
this
great
season.
argument to be had for that.
That's a big argument,
Nick
man.
Pope is a top keeper, isn't he? He's a top keeper, Nick Pope. Top keeper.
Remember that game on Saturday, the one
Argument.
chance that Chelsea had to score, he had to make a brilliant save on Gallagher.
Brilliant save. He's
Yeah,
been
brilliant save.
perfect this
So to be
season.
fair,
Pope's been perfect for you.
and again, and we can talk about Arsenal. Your most important player, you could make a case for Ramsdale.
Yeah, Ramsdale's important as well. He's made some good saves
Super
for us.
important. You can make a case for Saliba to be.
You can
Yeah,
make trades for
Saliba,
Xhaka,
No,
Partey,
I
Martinelli,
sincerely
Saka,
think it's Saliba
Jesus. You've got a
because
lot
we're
of
screwed.
important players.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
Saliba
yeah.
is not there, we're totally screwed. Just
If
forget about
We
it.
Ramsdale
are
isn't
screwed.
there, do you feel totally screwed?
We are screwed.
Yeah, we're screwed. See, if
We're screwed
if Gabriel
if he's
Jesus
injured,
even
we are
gets
screwed.
injured, see, if Gabriel Jesus even gets injured, we can even put an Nketiah there. Do you know why? Because Gabriel Jesus doesn't get us goals. I clearly understand this.
No, but Nketiah doesn't do shit.
No. Listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Nketiah can still at least make some runs while Martinelli can still score goals.
Yeah, but he's
Saka
not
can
going
still.
to attract
No. See, I'm talking about importance to the team right now with what we have. I'm not saying that. I'm talking of injuries right now, and I'm
Yeah.
comparing it to someone. So just calm down and listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying that we can actually put in an Nketiah to actually just strike for us if
Yeah,
Jesus is totally
True. He does do that,
injured.
man. He does do
But
that.
we cannot do that with a Saliba right now. It's
We
not
can't.
possible. There is
We need
no
another
player we
centre
can
back,
put
man.
in
The
there.
drop off is too big.
The drop off is too big.
And it's a weakness that will be
Gabriel
exploited.
Jesus doesn't score goals for us. So even if we put an Nketiah there that doesn't score goals for us, we can just say, okay, don't score. Just try and make runs. Just try and make
Hold up the
runs.
Fuck
ball.
off.
Link up.
Just hold up the ball. Just make runs. Don't score.
Yeah,
Leave the
link
goal
up.
scoring
Make runs
duties
as well.
for
Because he doesn't score that many
exactly.
goals for us
Just make
as
the
well.
scoring. Just make the
Lay it off to
make
Xhaka
those
for
runs.
thunderbolt
Try
goals
and hold
inside
up
the
the
box.
balls.
Just do that.
Of which he did that perfectly
Yeah, he
at
did
the end
that,
of
yeah.
last season when he scored against Chelsea. He did that perfectly at the end
Yeah,
of the
but those
season.
goals that
But
he scored,
we don't
he
have
went from
anyone
fourth
to
to
call
fifth.
upon if Saliba goes down injured.
No,
Tommy,
Saliba is
we
fucking.
Yeah.
don't.
Tony, if Saliba gets injured, we are screwed because he's important to us. We are
We're
screwed
totally
if he gets
screwed.
injured.
We're screwed,
We are,
man.
we are going to concede a lot of goals if
So
he's.
that's
yeah,
why
we're
I'm
gonna
making
concede
a
so many
case for
goals.
his importance as the most valuable player
He's important
in
to us,
that team
course.
right now.
He's
If maybe
important,
we
yeah,
have,
course.
if maybe we have a like for like defender right now that at least can come there and do a good job.
We need another centre
At
back.
least not holding.
Tomiyasu,
Holding is ready to sit on the bench.
Here's another
happy.
question. Here, I got another question for you guys regarding this problem because we all are in agreement that Rob Holding is awful, and you
No,
guys
it's
don't
totally
trust.
awful. It's out of the equation. He doesn't want to play football.
So,
He wants
would
to
you
enjoy the
rather?
bench
Okay,
and
so
get
I'm
paid.
I'm looking at Arsenal's schedule. Yeah, you've got
Mhm.
a struggling West Ham at home the day after Christmas.
Yeah,
Do you
on
think
Boxing
it
Day,
is
I'm
worth
going
it?
to that game.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
I'm going to
sick.
that game, bro.
Do you think it is worth it to try Tomiyasu at center back? Do you guys want to see Arteta
Yeah, I'll love to do that. I'll love to do my
integrate
centre back.
Tomiyasu a little bit into that center back role just in case the worst case scenario happens and Saliba is injured, and at least Tomiyasu has a few Premier League or FA Cup games at center back under his belt?
No. I want us to go into that January market and bring in a centre back.
We do need another centre back.
There's a procedure on how to do
But the
things.
midfield for me is also important.
We gambled with that Ben White right back stuff. It's a big gamble.
And it's paid off.
Ben White
He's
is not
been
supposed to
fucking
be a right
sensational
back
at right
for
back.
Arsenal. He came in as a centre back. He going down there to that right back position. It's a big gamble that paid off. We should not be gambling with our back four. Bring in players that want to play in their rightful positions. Go into that January market and bring in a
Wait, what do you guys think is Tomiyasu's
man.
right position? At
Right
left
back.
back or right back?
It's right back.
Right back.
That's his
Right
preferred
back.
one.
You guys like him at left back though?
Left back, he's done all right, but that's not his position.
All
though.
right, because
back
he
is-
played the
That's not his
Liverpool
position,
game at
right?
left back, right?
Yeah.
He played at left back for the Liverpool game, and he was
But
decent.
in consequent games,
kept Salah quiet.
Right.
but in consequent games, he
Fair.
was struggling in that position. In other games, he was struggling in that
Fair.
same position. So that's why we need players that play in their rightful position.
Yeah.
In the team. So I'm not all for this come and play in the center. Go there and buy a central defender. It's as
Yes,
simple
but
as
I would
that.
invest. I would invest. Obviously I would do that too. Midfield though, sell Sambi Lakonga, get
if you can get $20 and a Mountain Dew for him, you say deal. You say deal. Thank you, Nottingham Forest. Thank you for the money, and here's Bambi on ice. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Goodbye. And then you use that $20 that you get from Sambi Lakanga, and you go and with the other money that you could throw the $20 in this 50 million stash, which isn't enough. Kroenke should spend more, and go get a midfielder as well, and a center back, and a forward, a striker.
Yeah, striker.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying. Yeah, I'll go on. Sorry.
Tony, one more thing. I think we need another winger as well.
See, we need a winger.
Yes.
We don't have. Who is the winger we have? We don't have a winger, bro.
Saka,
if Saka drops right now, we're screwed.
Jesus can play on the wing. Jesus is a very good player on the wing.
Then who will be our number 9? Who would?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly the problem. Who plays a striker?
Who plays that striking position? Who would make those runs?
I love to get Gnabry.
Mind you, even if Gabriel Jesus is not scoring goals, he's making those deep runs. In the 18-yard box, it's causing problems.
He's not scoring.
Exactly. We don't have anyone who would do that. So if he drops into that wing area, we're totally screwed because there will be no one who will pose a threat to the defenders.
Anyway. Yeah, he doesn't score that 50 goals. But
so we need a wide
forward. Good player on the wing too.
Who?
Jesus. The strikers.
That's not an argument. But the thing there is that if we deploy him down there, then who comes to cause problems for these defenders in the middle of the park at the 18-yard box?
Who
would hold up play? No, Nketiah cannot do. Come on, man.
Exactly.
Nketiah can't do that.
I'm saying he can't do it. That's what I'm saying. I'm on your side.
It's not possible.
Nketiah can't. So his link up play is okay, not the best, but he doesn't do like Mitrovic or Tony.
Just scratch him off. See, Tommy, scratch him off the equation. He cannot do it. It's a write-off.
That's what the strikers I want is Tony, Mitrovic, or Osimhen. These are the type of strikers I want. Either one of them.
Osimhen won't be leaving in January. No chance. But I know what you're saying. And I don't think
he's having. Obviously, he's my Niger guy, because obviously I'm Nigerian in it, but he's doing bits for Napoli in it. So he's the one I would love to have.
Victor Osimhen.
I watch every Napoli.
But again, it's very expensive. And mind you, Napoli is a very, very stubborn team to negotiate with.
Get Ivan Toney or Mitrovic.
Yeah,
Ivan Toney or Mitrovic. Yeah, Fulham are playing well, Brentford, but we need.
I'm not even buying this Mitrovic thing. See, man, why don't we just go in for an Ivan Toney?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I want Ivan Toney as well. Ivan Toney's I want him as well. Get Ivan Toney or Mitrovic, whichever. But I want Ivan Toney over Mitrovic. Get me Ivan Toney, and problem solved. Imagine Tony, Saka, and Martinelli. Those three.
Tommy, which area should we be strengthening in the January transfer window? That same question will go to you, Steve. Tommy,
I'll tell you what we need, Tone. We need a central midfielder. We need that shit. A central midfielder. We need a striker, a winger. I think we need a centre back, and I think we need another right back as well.
That's how many. That's how many positions.
So striker, winger, central midfielder. So striker. Let me count. Striker, winger, central midfielder, right back, centre back. We need 5 players. 5.
You also need to sell Sambi.
But Tommy, we cannot get 5 players in the January transfer window. You've just heard that the club said that we're just only going to gamble with about £50 million,
which is
the
pathetic.
second report which is very pathetic. But the next news that came up also said that it could be extended to £70 million. So
but Stan Kroenke needs to put his money where his mouth is.
Five positions.
Stan Kroenke needs to put his money where his mouth is. We need 5 players. He needs to hurry up and fix up because we need 5 players. Edu, fix up and put your money where your mouth is. We need 5 players. Do it now.
Tommy.
What? Yeah, what?
You're talking about Arsenal Football Club as if you don't know us when it comes to spending money. It's the January
I
transfer
do
window.
know us. I've been
Sometimes we don't
supporting them
even
since
spend
1998. I'm just saying,
in
we
January
need
in the
five
January
players.
transfer window.
We
So
need,
with 50 million pounds, what can we get? That's where my question is.
we can get a striker,
It won't.
a
It
winger.
won't even buy you Ivan Toney. 50 mil.
Yes, it probably won't buy us Ivan Toney because Ivan Toney is the one I want in it. So, and obviously, I want that that defensive midfielder. I forgot what his name. SMS in it. Something.
Sergei
related
Milinkovic
as well,
Savic
that
at
Milovic
Lazio.
player in it. Yes,
Sergei
I want him as
Milinkovic
well,
Savic.
and I want
Man, it's crazy.
centre back.
Because 50 million pounds
centre
won't
back. I
do
don't know
anything for us.
I understand that centre back. I don't even know what centre backs were linked with. I don't even know anyone's we're linked with. To be honest, I don't even know what centre back we're linked with. And for a winger,
we're linked with you know, a
Evan
bully,
Ndika.
Ivan Indika, you know, from
that's
from
right. I
Eintracht
don't know much
Frankfurt.
about him, but I'll watch him in it. And the winger,
Oh, he's a
I
beast.
want
He's quite a good guy. It's cool.
quality. All right, that's cool.
Yeah, the back three is
for a
very good.
winger, and for a winger, I want Gnabry back. I want to resign Gnabry. I want him back. Or Leroy
Gnabry
Sané.
cannot come back. He can't come back to Arsenal.
Why not?
He can't. I don't think he can come back, man.
What about Leroy Sané?
We tried to get him in the summer. You saw what happened, man.
Yeah. What about Sané? Leroy Sané.
Sané is a person that I was thinking that we can get, but I don't know.
I love Sané.
I'm not sure he will want to have a second stint at the Premiership again. I'm not sure.
Or get Trossard from Brighton. Trossard would be good. I like
Trossard.
Trossard.
Very, very good
Trossard
signing. That would be 100%.
Get Trossard.
For me, if to get someone like a Trossard, I would prefer a Zaha than a Trossard.
Yeah.
What?
Zaha's. I don't mind Zaha as well. Oh, Zaha will be good.
I like Zaha. I prefer Zaha than
Zaha's 30 though.
Huh?
Zaha is 30 years old.
It doesn't matter. Come in and do a job for 2 years, for 2 seasons. Win us the title, and it's okay.
And Steve, when we had Unai Emery wanted Zaha, and the stupid ball gave him Pepe. He didn't want Pepe, and he messed messed up Emery, and he wanted Zaha. They gave him bloody Pepe. That's the ball. Our ball is just morons, man.
So Amy Baba in the house, and he says here, big up panel, Arsenal in the title race, Newcastle top 4. We'll revisit that question. We also have the assembled, and he asked this very, very important
Newcastle in the
question.
title race, man.
It says, Tony, Tommy, listen to this question because you're going to answer it quickly. It says, Tony, as an Arsenal fan, are you confident Arsenal are going to buy the quality we need to compete or win the league title this season? Over to you, Tommy. You are the Arsenal guy here.
Yes, I think we are going to buy the quality because we do need the players we need to win the league. Because I think we can win the league. We're 5 points clear of Man City. I think we can win this title. We have to. Because we haven't won the title since 2004, 18 years, and that's not good enough.
So do you think the board will put up this cash? Or do you think it's, and mind you, even this 50 million, even this 50 million they're talking about, it didn't come from Arsenal directly. They did not put it out as as an information. It was rumors. It was rumors. So there is still no indication that Arsenal would even bring out 50 million to spend in the January transfer window.
It's not even a guarantee that any money will be spent. Because remember last January.
Exactly. So when they assembled, ask a question like this, Tommy, what do you really think? That's why I'm asking you that question.
Yeah, I think
because even that 50 million pounds, I'm not sure.
We'll get the players we need to win the league. I think we would.
So you're confident about?
I think we will spend that and get the players we need. I'm confident we'll get.
So what you're saying is that you're confident in the board, right? You're confident in the board, right?
Yeah, I'm confident that Stan needs to put his money where his mouth is and get the players we need now to win the league. Tommy,
are you confident in the board?
Yes,
are you confident in the board? I don't want to hear Cronky here. I want to hear about the board. Do you think the board will put up cash and support Mikel Arteta in the January transfer window?
Yeah,
that's the question that's been asked.
I'm going to support Arteta. I'm going to support Mikel. I'm going to support Mikel on getting the signings we need. I'm going to support him. he needs to be. He's been backed, and they need to give him the players he wants. They have to give him the players Arteta wants. So
because he's proven this year to do a very good job, and he should be rewarded.
Exactly. The assembled. I really hope Tommy C has answered your question. He answered it right there. I had to double check him to get the answer from him. And Amy Baba says something here, and this will go to Steve. See, he says here, Amy Baba is of course, is a big friend of this show. Of course, is a Crest member with us here. And he says here, Almiron deserves the Premiership Player of the Month. He has been brilliant for Newcastle. Do you agree with him? Absolutely. Amy Baba, do you agree with him, Steve? Because right here, you were arguing that the most important player is Trippier. So,
of course, I agree with Amy. 100%. 100%. Almiron was sensational. It was easy decision to give him Player of the Month. Scored in every game.
So game. Yeah.
Easy decision. And he's just brilliant all around, not just the goals. So, yeah.
Good. Anthony Herbert says here, Trippier is one of the best defenders this season.
Yes.
Man, you cannot argue with that. Tommy, can you argue with that? Hello, Tommy.
Of course you can't argue.
Yeah, he's one of the best right backs. I'll probably say
he'll probably start for England.
He's one of the right backs with Trent.
Start for England? Tommy Singh.
Yeah, he'll start for England. I like Trippier.
Will he? No. Will he start for England?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he will.
Trippier. Yeah, he would. He would.
Southgate really likes Trippier.
No, I know he likes him.
He would start for England.
Can he legitimately be a starter for England?
Yes, of course he can.
He's quality right back.
He's done it before. This isn't like a new thing. You have Walker at right center back. You can have Eric Dyer there if you really want in the middle. Like,
he's done it before.
I'm just saying that. What I'm just saying is that Trippier is first choice in that position at the World Cup.
I think so.
Tommy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here.
Is Trippier the best option for Southgate in that position?
For the three Lions.
He is. For me, he is.
He is, right?
Say he is. Yeah, he is.
In a back five, he can play as a right back. He did that at
All I'm saying is that he's not really a regular starter in that England team. That's what I'm saying.
What?
He's not really like a regular starter.
Yes, he is.
You think so?
I think so. I know so. He was one of the better players for England during the 2018 World Cup and Euros.
Yeah, I know, but I'm still thinking that a Walker can do a better job than him.
What?
Yeah.
No, but Kyle Walker's the right center back in a back three. And Kyle Walker struggled with fitness.
Yeah, okay. But for me, I'll prefer a Walker in that position. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, Walker's brilliant, but there has been a slight decline. There has been a slight decline in Kyle Walker. I'm saying slight. Still a brilliant fullback.
Tommy, do you agree with that? If it's you, would you?
Walker's recovery pace is phenomenal and bails England out of a lot of trouble.
Anyway, I will agree anyway. So I agree.
Wait. So you don't rate Walker, right?
I rate Kyle Walker. Yeah, I rate him.
Yeah.
I rate him.
Oh, yeah.
I rate him. Yeah, he's a baller.
Better than Trippier.
I'll probably say he is. Yeah, I'll probably say he is for me.
He is,
I think Trippier is a more complete footballer than Kyle Walker.
That's what I'm saying. So
Kyle Walker's clear of him. Yeah, clear of Trippier for me.
Of course, that's why he's playing for Manchester City, innit?
Yeah.
That's why he's a multiple champion, innit?
Best team in the league for me, Man City. Yeah, he's playing for the best team in the league.
Steve, why are you not seeing this?
What do you mean seeing what?
Like,
because Kyle Walker at right center back.
No. Are you having a bias because Trippier is playing for Newcastle? Is that where the bias is, or are you looking at it from an holistic point of view?
I am looking at it from a holistic point of view in terms of there are things that Kyle Walker is better at than Trippier. in terms of recovery pace, in terms of possibly delivery. But I think Trippier offers different things, like the set piece prowess. He's very, very good on free kicks. You can't take that away from Trippier.
Yeah, true.
And in terms of,
I think he scored a screamer this season with Newcastle with a free kick.
Yeah, and for England too. For England, he's also scored free kick goals. So, no, I think it's definitely an argument. I'm not sure. It's very, very tough. I'd say I would slightly say Kyle Walker, but what I will say though is that Trippier might get more game time than Kyle Walker at right back because Kyle Walker has struggled with fitness this year. He has been injured.
Yeah, true.
That is what I'm also saying. I'm saying it's situational that Trippier's the starter. That's all. That's
good. No problem. Anthony Harbour here says, I think in the window in January we like our teams to buy one or two more players just to get good depth.
Get three signings in.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Go for it. Go for it. You're in a fucking title race. It doesn't happen every year for Arsenal.
I don't think it matters for Newcastle. They have the mentality.
Yes. In turn, when we're talking about the injuries.
Tommy, do you think Newcastle have a better mentality than Arsenal this season?
When it comes to injuries and whatnot.
When it comes to injuries, yeah, I'll probably say yeah, they do. When it comes to injuries, I'll probably say yeah.
Think about all the top 6 managers like Klopp and all these guys. Oh, I have the injury, so I cannot, this is an excuse for why we are playing like dog shit. Because
Klopp makes excuses anyway. So yeah, Klopp makes excuses.
Eddie Howe never. When things don't go well for us, Eddie Howe does not talk about injuries and make it.
Eddie Howe, because he's humble. He's a humble man, isn't it?
Humble, yes.
Klopp is just stubborn. He's stubborn.
He tells it how it is. He tells it how it is. He's not.
He does.
And he doesn't get baited into saying certain things. He's like, you know what? I'm not comfortable talking about this and this, or I'm not saying that. Like Eddie Howe, he takes responsibility if the team don't play well, and he says how it is. We destroyed Southampton 4-1.
Yeah, you destroyed them.
The press conference, and he gave credit to the players and was like, "That was phenomenal." And
but again, you were doubting. You had doubts of beating Southampton. I was telling you, Steve, that you guys are going to demolish.
And I'm glad you were right, bro. I'm glad. We didn't even. We didn't even play to our fullest potential, which is crazy. We still slapped them, which is great. And that's what Eddie Howe said in the press conference. We didn't play to our best. It wasn't our best performance of the season, but we got a huge win.
It should have been 7. It should have been 7 or 8, bro. It should have been 7 or 8.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of that second half.
Yeah, man. There were lots of chances that were even lost down there. Fear of Black London. And Tommy saying, this is what I was saying. Fear of Black London. He says, any of Saliba are out, we will struggle to win games. Yeah, they are the spine.
Yeah, the spine.
That's what I said, man. It's Saliba, Partey, Jesus. If we don't have them, man, we're screwed. And of course, that's why. See, and of course, right here, he didn't say Ben White because he knows that we have a replacement who can still come in and do something. That's what I'm saying. Without Saliba, we're gone. It's over.
With Saliba, who we got at Saliba's Holden? Really whack.
It's Holden.
Sambi Lokonga really whack. Sambi Lokonga's whack. And Nketiah is not all that good. He's wacky as well, bro.
It's shocking, man. It's shocking, man. It's shocking.
No, but seriously,
if Guimaraes is not in the Newcastle team,
John
Shelby will come up, and he's a
John Joe Shelby has been.
I'm not saying he's a top tier player, but he's a decent one.
He's like
under Eddie Howe, he has found that form.
Class, but
some of the balls that Shelby picks out are tremendous. They're very, very good.
And he's a bully. He's tall. He's 6 foot plus. He has a keen eye for a pass.
On his day, he's okay. On his day, he's good. On his day, he's good. Bro.
He's good. On his day, he's
under
good.
Eddie Howe has gotten a lot of great, and I mean, really, really, really good performances out of Shelby.
But
Really
again,
good.
Tommy, yeah. I was watching Tommy
Yeah.
and Steve. I was watching that Newcastle Chelsea game,
Mhm.
and the mentality. Look at the different kind of mentality I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Did you notice? Did you notice that whenever Newcastle loses the ball,
Yeah.
they're now
We
acting like
it's like
they attack in parks like pack of wolves
Mm.
and like
Yeah, yeah.
encircle any Chelsea player just to
Yeah.
get back that ball, like that
Mm.
Pep mentality. It's there. When you lose the ball, like just surround the player getting that ball
Yeah.
and get back that ball and start playing. That's
Mm.
the type of mentality I want us, although we've been doing it this season, but not to perfection. But Newcastle have been doing it this season.
They have the hunger,
player. Yeah, exactly. They
desire, and
swarm
all
the
that.
player who is holding that ball from the opposing team and get back the ball and start passing. Chelsea couldn't construct passes
They
on the
couldn't.
day
They
in
were
St. James
sloppy, bruv,
Park.
Chelsea.
Because we were
Exactly, just
giving them lots and lots of problems, and we were making
It's Chelsea
them.
problem. Yeah, you ran them
Bro,
ragged. for me.
Mendy
ragged.
on the ball. Mendy on the ball was giving Chelsea fans fucking heart attacks
Mm.
because he would take
Mendy
too
is
long,
sloppy,
and
bro.
then there'd be 3 fucking guys flying out of nowhere, and he'd have to get it real quick off. And
true.
that we were, and we did the same thing to Spurs, the same exact thing to Spurs.
He did
same
say- he
exact
did say the
thing.
same
You put
thing.
Laurie and that back
You put
line
Lloris.
Dyer
Wait a minute.
in a spot of bother, and we made them very, very nervous.
Good.
You
See,
did, man.
let's also add Liverpool to this equation too. See, I'll start with you, Tommy, before we go to Steve. Liverpool Football Club. Of course, we beat them. You know what happened? They were beaten by Manchester United. Arsenal beat them this season. Leeds did a job on them at Anfield.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
their league position before they
Nottingham
were able
Forest
to
beat
grind
them.
to grind that wins
Nottingham
this
Forest
season,
beat them as
right?
well. Nottingham Forest
Good
beat
and
them as
okay.
well.
Good and okay. And you've seen how they've grinded out some wins this season. They are
Yeah,
now in
beat
22
Tottenham.
points. They're just 6
Southampton
points
win.
adrift from top 4 this
Yeah.
season, man.
They
Many
could get
people
top.
thought
Yeah,
that
they
they
could
would
get
be.
top 4 Liverpool.
Many people
They
thought
can
that
get,
they
yeah.
were dead and buried.
I
But
thought
man,
they
they're
were
coming back.
dead, bro. I thought they were finishing like 6th, Liverpool.
The season so far, do you think Liverpool have a shout for top 4 this season, Tommy? Before I
They-
go to
they could
Steve
because-
down here.
They could, bro. They could, obviously. They could get top 4 because the way Tottenham haven't been that great. They're just scraping wins. Tottenham, Chelsea are being
What
awful.
Tottenham are doing is unsustainable as hell.
Yeah.
True.
It's so
Chelsea are-
unsustainable.
Man United are picking up as well. Man United are picking up.
But their
Chelsea are
squad
squad
picking
depth
up.
is terrible. Their squad
I
depth
think
is
Liverpool
absolutely terrible.
I think Liverpool, for me, Liverpool on the top. They're in the top 4 race. They're in the top 4 race
Absolutely.
anyway. Title race is over for them, but they're in the top 4 race anyway. So I think they can still get top 4. They can still get top 4.
Steve, what do you say? Liverpool season so far, top 4 for them?
I think it sucks for them that the World Cup is coming at a time when they are finally starting to find some consistency. When I think 3 straight wins, so I think that's a bummer. But if they can just pick up where they left off in terms of after the World Cup, if they can keep doing, I'll make my judgment, once I see a few games post World Cup. But they did well winning against Southampton and whatnot. It's going to be very interesting. I still think that midfield.
So are you putting them in the picture for that top 4?
Yeah, absolutely. Considering the competition is a shit Chelsea team, an unsustainable Spurs team, the way they play, and then a Man United team with drama and squad depth problems.
Yeah, and again, yeah, of course, for some reason, Tottenham Hotspurs, Tommy and Steve, they've been grinding out results. I don't
But
know how they did it in their last
they are not
match.
going to keep. It's unsustainable.
Oh my God,
It's unsustainable.
I don't know
You
how
can't.
they're doing
You
it, man.
cannot give your opposition a goal. You cannot do that against a proper team. Hence, why when Newcastle came to White Hart Lane and we scored 2, they did not come back and win because Newcastle, we don't fuck about. Our defensively were very good. Whereas when you go to Bournemouth, who I think are actually a kind of a decent side. They'll survive, in my opinion. They'll survive easily. But the quality difference, Spurs got away with it. Very, very scrappy, scruffy goals, but they did it. They're not going to be.
Right?
They went 2-0 down to Man United, lost.
Okay,
they went 2-0 down to Newcastle.
Yeah, we'll soon be leaving the show, but of course, let me just read out some of this stuff, and you guys can help them answer some questions. Steve, analogies are next level, of course. In the clubs, doing whatever.
In the Amsterdam, smoking some fucking weed.
Oh my god!
Whatever the fuck. Oh man.
Martinelli for me says
most important player. Oh, that's a good pick.
Yeah, most important player, Martinelli. Yeah,
you can make a case for that. He's brilliant.
Yeah, of course. Anthony Herbert actually thinks that Martinelli is, the most valuable player.
To be fair, who is Martinelli's like replacement? Exactly.
We have no one on that left wing, though. No one.
Exactly. It's Marquinhos, a 17-year-old kid who's unproven.
Marquinhos, he's 19, by the way.
Or 19, sorry. Yeah. But he's completely unproven at this stage.
Still young, yeah. He's still.
But again, Saka can be moved down there, right?
Saka can be
moved down there. Yeah. But
Saka can be on the left as well.
Of course, it's still shit. Saliba, the player Arteta wanted to sell. Oh my god!
True, he did though. He wanted to sell him, man, which is a bad idea.
A horrible idea.
If you're Black London, Partey.
That's a great. Again, that's another.
That's a big one, man.
Very deserving candidate of most important Arsenal player. You can make a very strong case.
Yeah,
because you guys look. When Partey does not play for you guys, it's night and day.
It's not. You
get overrun.
Easily.
You get overrun far too easily and physically.
Exactly. Without
Partey is an
that's why we lost that
presence.
game against Manchester United, man.
Yes.
That's how.
If Partey was playing against Man United, we would have got at least a point. At least
you could have. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
At least a point, at least, yeah.
Yeah, you could have.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Of course. Let me go from this back here. Endsman, big ups, Endsman. Steve, I hope you know Endsman, right?
We did a video.
Yeah, together.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was here. I was trying to bring him to the show. I don't know why he doesn't want to come.
Yo, are we gonna talk about this Ronaldo situation?
Yes, we have to talk about that. But
because I've got a lot to say.
Tommy had something to say about it when I posted it on Instagram today. So Tommy, you have to talk about it publicly. But the assembled here says something. He said, the structure and tactics Arsenal are using restrict the players we can actually buy. This helps to restrict our spending. Okay,
right.
Interesting one. No, Zaha overrated. Trossard much better and younger and will probably be cheaper for you. But for some reason, I like Zaha.
Zaha as a footballer is fun to watch.
Do you know why I don't want to Trossard? This is the reason why. On a good day, Trossard can score you goals, good and okay. But what happens?
A hat trick at Anfield ain't bad.
But what happens when your game drops off? Trossard have days that when it's shit, it's total shit.
That's the same thing for Zaha.
No, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Zaha, even if he's not getting you goals, is running at defenders. I want a player that can.
Well, same with Trossard.
See, and you know what? Trossard
will shift off.
Trossard is that kind of player that if he's having a bad day, defenders can still outmark him.
True.
But Zaha, come on, man. There is no way Zaha will run at you. He would run at you. He would get those fouls committed, on his behalf. He will get down. He knows the tricks. He has those dirty tricks. Of playing dirty football. He can get those free kicks. He can get those penalties. But Trossard is not like that. Trossard is not like that.
Trossard and Zaha are very different players. They
They're
both play as
different players.
wingers.
That's
I
what
know
I'm
what you
saying.
mean.
But for me,
Do you
Zaha can
see
give us
Zaha
more.
fitting Arsenal the way he wants to play?
I just feel like he can give us more. He can bring those
Do you
dirty
feel like
tricks.
it would fit with Arsenal's system,
He
though?
can bring in those. See, Arsenal doesn't have those dirty tricks. We don't have those kind of players that could just fall off.
Martinelli, to be fair, and Jesus flair.
No,
They've
come
got
on.
flair.
No, but Jesus is one of the most tackled players for Arsenal this season.
No,
Saka is one
I'm
of
talking
the
about
most
flair.
hit players this
I'm talking
season.
about skill. Because Zaha, I'm talking about with Zaha. You said the trick.
No.
Are you talking tricks?
No. I'm talking of dirty tricks.
Like the dark arts.
Yeah, like the dark arts.
Okay.
It can take a dive, and the dive will look like a penalty. It's easy. Arsenal doesn't have this kind of players. See, even Mitrovic is that. See, most teams have these players that dwell in the dark arts. Mitrovic can give that to you. He limps off at every,
Neil
Maupay,
dark arts master.
Dark arts master. Arsenal need those kind of dirty tricks kind of players. Tommy, what do you say to that? Don't you think we deserve someone like a Zaha who could bring in those dark arts into the Arsenal?
But also dribbling quality. That's what I thought you were talking about with tricks.
Yeah, we need those kind of because those kind of things could win you games. Let's be sincere. There's some hard games. There's some hard fought games that at the end of the day, your skills, your personnel, your strikers, your hold up play, your good midfield, your defensive midfield, your good defenders, your good keeper who could play out from the back can get you those goals. But just one moment with
moment of quality.
Not even 1 minute, not even quality. Just one moment of dark art can just get you a penalty.
Yeah.
And get you a free kick at the edge of the 18-yard box. Just score a goal. Sometimes we need those kind of players. And Zaha represent that kind of a thing. That's
and he can also Zaha can also give you that moment of individual brilliance, which is what I
true at the same time.
Like he can dribble if he wants to, and he's shown it multiple times. Zaha can just take the ball off the right and just do whatever the hell he wants, get through everyone, and score a top ins.
Top ins, things like that. Big ups to you, Mr. B for life. Our member is a Crest member here. Guys, I'm sorry. Tommy C, I'm sorry for keeping you here for long too, man.
It's all right, man.
Yeah, man. They assembled life. Tony isn't the answer.
Interesting.
That's a very interesting one. If you're talking about getting our Tony again, you can forget it. And it's getting boring now.
Brentford can demand silly money for him. Like 80, 90 million if they want. They could demand silly money. They could. They could.
Tommy, what's your evaluation of Ivan Toney in terms of price in the market? What's your evaluation?
He's a baller. He's a baller.
Your evaluation in terms of price.
The price, I'll probably say 50, 60.
That's what you would be willing to pay for him. Now, how much do you think Brentford would be minimum let him go for?
I'll probably say 40, 50 million. They'll probably let him go.
You think Brentford would let him go mid-season for only that much?
Not mid-season.
Considering how important he is to that
I'm not
team?
sure because they're playing well.
Exactly.
Not sure.
Man, God help us. Big up Tony
Javi
and the
Siemens.
panel. Get Javi Siemens at right back.
He doesn't play right wing, but I know
that's a big shout. That's a big shout.
He's a midfielder, and that would offer something completely different to Xhaka and Partey, but
Anthony,
brilliant.
Anthony Herbert says something here. He says we have 6 good defenders that we can rotate, but our problem is striker and a defensive midfielder. Get these players in, and we can challenge for the league. Tommy, do you agree with Anthony Herbert? He said we have 6 good defenders.
2 of those being extremely, extremely, extremely injury-prone defenders in Tomiyasu and Tierney.
Wow. Okay, that's a big one. And of course, Del Boy, what's the cracking story? Del Boy says, big up, Anto. What's the cracking story? I
think
like
it's
Del Boy, man.
yeah.
Yeah. Tony, why wouldn't he put White back?
Because I think he's I think that's when I said Ben White at center back. I think he's shocking, honestly. At Brighton, he was good, but not in Arteta's system, bro. I'm sorry. From what I saw last year, he's shambolic, if I'm honest. Decision making, positionally, awareness was poor from him. I to me, right back is his best position by far. By far his best position.
By far, right? Yeah. And the Assemble said here, he said we need a physical forward.
Yeah, right? For Arsenal. Yeah. Now, oh God, Cedric. Oh
Cedric is there to keep a squad position and sell.
Bro, he's just there. He's there to play meaningless ass games.
The assembled here says London, Saka, Saliba, Martinelli, Tierney. When the time is right, he'll let them go. Okay. Okay, it was referring to fear of Black London. Okay. Yeah, London, Arteta has favorites.
Ben White.
White, Odegaard. Yep. La-di-da. I think Xhaka, Saliba, and Jesus, even though he hasn't scored loads of goals as expected, however, his contribution is massive.
Those are three brilliant picks for most important Arsenal players so far. 100%.
Sean said, big up Skies. Fantastic news. Mel alive. Yes, shout out to Luca AFC. Of course, our friend, Miss Melina. Steve, you remember?
She's in the hospital or something like that.
Yeah, but she's recovering now. So,
thank God.
Yeah, I'm so happy about that. You know, Miss Melina, man, get back up. Yeah, and of course, Tommy Singh, she's your very good friend too. You know, she really, that lady really loves you, man. You know, she talks about you most times. You know, most times she talks about you. And sometimes she says, "Why you're not in the show?" Sometimes, you know. So, big ups to her. You know,
that's sweet of her. Busy, isn't it, man?
Wish her a safe recovery.
Safe, speedy recovery, and thank you, Luca AFC.
Good news.
Tommy, would you be free to work for the to come in and jump in for the World Cup with me and Steve one of these days?
Yeah,
for the
sure.
watch along.
Yeah,
it's been nice, man. 3 of us, we could just do watch alongs, man.
Fuck
I could also bring in Chelsea Dan to make a little noise too.
Yeah, that's fine for the World Cup.
So all right, I got a question for you people, but we can you're gonna read out this.
Okay, we can read out, I spoke Mel today. Oh, yeah, I have to speak to Mel too. Ronaldo.
Let's talk Ronaldo. Yeah.
Watch it, Ronaldo. Okay, yeah, let's talk about that Ronaldo stuff. Tommy.
Yeah.
I posted something about.
It's gonna be a good debate, by the way. It's gonna be
a good one. I said something about Ronaldo.
Yeah.
What's up with Ronaldo? The way he came out, in that interview, and totally shut down Manchester United and put the spliff on them in that Piers Morgan interview. What do you think? Lights out.
I didn't even watch the interview with him and Piers Morgan. I didn't watch it, by the way.
It's not
because it's not released the full thing.
Bits of it came out. So what do you think?
With Ronaldo, for me, I think he's disrespecting Ten Hag and his teammates, and he's disrespecting the club.
Of course.
Yeah. And you know what? Yeah, I don't blame Ten Hag dropping him because for me, he's 37. He's past his best, and to be honest, he throws his toys out the pram. He's sulking, and they should get rid in January because they play better without him. Like they're fluid without this guy, without Ronaldo. Yeah, he's a Man United legend. He's the GOAT. But mate, your attitude stinks, and I think they should cash in on him and get rid. And he was saying stuff about Rooney, calling him like clapped and all that. I'm thinking because Rooney called him out. I'm thinking saying to your former teammate, you're clapped. I'm thinking You're just, bro. He called you out. He called you out, and then you're calling him claps and all that. And he blanked Gary Neville, his other former teammate, because he called you out. So I don't blame Rooney and Neville for calling. He deserves to be called out, Ronaldo. So they deserve to call him out because you're not listening to Ten Hag.
No,
you're not,
but again, this guy we're talking about is not just an ordinary player.
No, he's the GOAT. I mean, he's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT. Yeah, he's the GOAT.
He's a Man United legend. He's the GOAT.
Yeah, he's the GOAT, man. So, but the way he has been treated by Manchester United, if you're not going to play him, then why didn't you sell him? Why did you give him assurances?
And that's the thing. That's the thing that people are forgetting.
Yeah. So why? And see, yeah, it's sad to see this Manchester United fans disrespect Ronaldo like that. I see many people. Yeah, it's good for you to call him out, no problem. But man, the disrespect is getting, man. That's a legitimate GOAT. Like, it's a legend
and you know, I'm gonna bounce off your point, Tony. I'm gonna attack it from this angle. Yeah, a lot of people are looking at this from a pure footballing perspective, and I understand that because we're talking about a footballer at a football club. I get that. But we mustn't forget the seriously the tragic time that Ronaldo, not on the pitch, I'm talking in his family life, with his the death of one of his children last year when you guys played them at home. Yeah. That guy lost his child, and in the same week he managed to pull himself together and play football for Manchester United. So he at least cares about the club a little bit. And guess what? It seems like from the little clip of the interview, it seems like that Ronaldo is insinuating that the chief executives at Manchester United were not fully supportive of him when his other child, the twin of the infant that passed away, was so ill that I believe it was his daughter that was in the hospital during preseason, why he didn't go on the tour in Asia. And I think people need to realize that this is more than just a footballing reason. I'm not a father or anything. And we need to, before I can really express everything that I have to say, I'm going to wait until the full interview to see the full context, because that's very important.
See the full context.
And people love to just react to stuff without the context because we live in that kind of society of reaction. But I'm going to say this right now. If you lost a child, and like I said, I'm not a father or anything, but you know what? My head's gone. If my employer does not fully support me, if my employer does not fully support me when my child is in the fucking hospital, and he is the twin, and she is the twin of my son who died at 3 months old, my head's gone. My head is fucking gone. I'm not thinking about football. I'm not thinking about Manchester United. I'm not thinking about this. He is a family. Whatever, people have been absolutely terrorizing this man, saying he's an egomaniac, he's evil, he's despicable, I've seen it all. But you know what? You cannot say this about Ronaldo. You cannot say that he is a family man. He prides himself on being a family man, and he does the utmost to take care of his family, and he loves them to death and provides them with a very, very, very beautiful life and a supportive life. He loves his family to death. You cannot come in between the way of a father and his family. If you cross in that, you deserve to get fucked, essentially. And nobody wants to talk about that. People just want to talk about that his ego is getting in the way and all that.
But just fuck that.
When you mistreat someone during a time that their child has passed away, and then that same child's twin is in the hospital, that your head's gone.
See,
Head's
man,
completely fucking gone.
fan bases these days are so disrespectful, man. So disrespectful.
Dehumanizing.
Huh?
Dehumanizing
I just saw one
footballers.
Manchester United fan. It was just talking bullshit. Who are
And
you?
by the way, Ronaldo has not
Guy that handed you trophies. Probably maybe you were a baby when this guy was actually scoring goals and putting Manchester United on the map. You don't know anything about these things and you're just talking anyhow. And, the way they. Because, see, man, one day, if people are keep talking like this, they could also disrespect Henry the same way they disrespecting Ronaldo, man. And I don't want to see that, man.
And the other thing I'm going to attack it from this angle as well. Man United fans are once again bottling a chance to get the Glazers out because
exactly.
they are bottling another fucking chance because
Oh,
they are
God.
too people nowadays are focused on the most trivial bullshit
On
ever.
the most trivial things, man.
They look at every single aspect, and if basically Ronaldo is saying stuff against the Glazers, this guy is the same guy that moves a fucking soda can and says, drink water. The share price of Coca-Cola went down from him moving a fucking can. So,
and Man United human being. He's a normal human being.
And Man United, but he isn't just a normal human being. He's a human being who is one of the most influential people on this planet. People, whether they hate him or love him, everyone pays attention to what Ronaldo says, and they will until the day he dies.
True, man.
Now,
True, man.
The thing is, Ronaldo said some stuff that is not good, but he also said stuff that Man United fans should be using in their Glazer out movement. But no, they're being petty and they're being too idealistic because not everything is squeaky clean. Oh, he said this wrong. He said this wrong. He said this wrong. I didn't like this. I didn't like that. How about you just say, fuck all that, whatever, forget it. I'm going to jump. I'm going to be a part of the reason the Glazers come out. We need to rally behind what Ronaldo said in this aspect because, like I said, this is a man who can move a can of soda and affect share prices. So don't you think it matters what he says? They're bottling another chance because they're getting too emotional and they focus on trivial bullshit. And you know what? That's why the Glazers will stay there for the rest of my life.
Yeah, they will stay. And actually,
because
that's what I even want. I want the
fans
Glazers
are making
to stay
Ronaldo the villain when he's not the one killing the club and putting them into hundreds of millions of dollars of debt. So you know what?
Tell me what is wrong with someone who came out on an interview and said that he left the club 11 to 12 years ago, and then he came back to meet the same facilities he still saw at the club when he was 21. That's what he said. Now he's talking about the systematic decay of that football
club.
Which
is facts.
Which is facts since he left the club.
Which is facts.
He's helping you fans.
And people are mad. People are mad about what he said about Ten Hag. People are mad about what he said about Ten Hag. Bro, he's leaving in January. That's like getting
so blind.
That's man. Like, bro, you know what this is like? This is
what
like
is your whole placards you guys have been carrying for?
You know what this is like? Ronaldo. Why? Ronaldo is heading out in January. There's no debate about that. So why do Man United fans care at all what Ronaldo thinks of Ten Hag? Why does he care? He's leaving. He's leaving. It's like getting mad at someone who works at Walmart for saying, I don't like the manager on their way out. And being like, oh, he said he doesn't like the manager. Who gives a fuck?
Hey, Tommy, are you there? Tommy, are you there?
I'm here, man. Yeah.
Am I saying anything? Right? Am I saying anything that you disagree with?
No, man. You're right, Steve. No, you're right, man.
I'm just saying, this to me highlights the societal issue in terms of people are fucking stupid. They don't know how to prioritize, and they cannot, for the life of them, pick out the good from the bad in something. It's either black or white.
And that's
It's
true.
fucking
See, Tommy,
pathetic.
I understand. I understand where you were coming
Fucking
from.
pathetic.
In terms of like, of course, he shouldn't
I'm
talk
a
about the
rival fan.
manager. Of course, he shouldn't do this. He shouldn't do that. I
Rooney
understand.
never was
Ronaldo
well.
has made mistakes.
But again, what if
Yeah,
that's
I feel
just
sorry for
a
him. He lost his son.
reaction?
Yeah, he lost his son. I do feel
What
sorry
if
for him. That he
that's
lost
what
his
I'm
son.
saying? What if that is a reaction to what has been going on around him, to what has been going
What
on
if
in
the
his
Glazers
personal
literally
life?
told? What if in this interview it's unveiled that the Glazers said, "We don't give a fuck about your daughter or whoever's in the hospital right now. Go on tour in Asia because we have contractual obligations to fulfill.
Obligations to
Jerseys
fulfill.
to sell for us." What if that? What if he says that and it turns out to be true? That, you know what? People are gonna look like real fucking bums and assholes for
It's true.
actually criticizing a man who was told to get fucked
It's true.
while his,
Hey,
while his
and
child
just to correct stuff, because many other people used to say this Ronaldo fanboys. I see, I'm not a Ronaldo fan guy or whatever. It's not like I'm not a big fan of him or anything. I'm just a human being that just really understands a little bit about about society and being human. This guy lost his kid, man. You guys did not give him any
I
type
feel
of
sorry for him. He lost his
consideration.
son. Like that must be hard.
it's a
Losing
No
a
horrible
son-
experience. It
considerations,
is a
nothing.
it is a
Losing
parent's
a son
worst
is
You
horrible,
nightmare.
man. Losing
you
a son.
promised this guy that he was gonna play, and then coming in and seeing something different. He can't play. He was your highest goal scorer last season, 17 goals, and he cannot get a game to play. Come on, man. What are
I'm
you
not
guys
even
saying,
talking,
man? He
and
was your highest goal scorer. Come on, man.
but I
See,
don't
it's
think
easy. It's easy. It's easy when you're dealing with a normal player, but this is a legitimate legend. Come, he might be the best legend of that club has ever seen, man. He's the GOAT. And you guys are treating him like that, man. Man, it's
no, but I'm not even.
He's disrespecting Ten Hag, though. He's disrespecting Ten Hag. Let's be
Which is-
disrespecting
which-
Ten
but
Hag.
he has been disrespected too. What if it's a reaction? See,
I get
Tommy,
that. I get that.
See, Tommy,
I get
you
that. He's
cannot
not
tell me.
playing,
You
bro.
cannot tell me that your parents haven't done something, at least a little bit, maybe annoying to you, and you've not reacted in a very harsh way.
But I do
Come
respect
on,
my
bro.
parents. I respect my parents, though.
Of
I have
course,
a lot of respect for my
no.
parents.
There's
so
no.
yeah.
See, I'm an African too, bro. I, I respect my own parents too, but I've reacted in a way to some certain
I react
training.
well,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Of course, you too. You must have reacted too. You're human. Why can't we
I
look
have
at
reacted, bro.
Ronaldo?
Like,
Exactly. So why can't we look at Ronaldo
he's
as
a Man
being
United
human?
legend. He's the goat, yeah.
Yeah,
But
he's human.
when
Let him talk.
when they beat Tottenham 2-0, he stormed up. He didn't even celebrate when they dominated Tottenham. He didn't even celebrate with Rashford and that. He just stormed up, went home. That's not good enough.
I know that's not good, but
And
why
that was
can't
a
he?
mistake. And that,
But
and
that's a mistake.
but you know what?
So why can't he make a mistake? Is it not human?
But you know
Why
what?
can't he make a mistake?
I'm not saying we can all make mistakes, but he
Why should he
disrespected
be
Ten Hag
perfect?
and his teammates. I'm not expecting him to be perfect. That's not. We're not. None of us are.
No,
saying,
I did
we all
not
make
say you
mistakes.
said that, but I'm just saying that that's what people are saying.
But you know what?
They want
Again,
him to be perfect.
again,
And
let's
he's
No
a
one's
human
perfect,
being.
man.
let's think about it like this. If we were all in this situation, let's say we were all fathers and we lost our child and our employer said, "Get fucked, you need to come to work anyways." Well, maybe that explains why Ronaldo was just like, "Fuck this, I'm leaving. I want to leave." And that's why during games he'll just say, "Fuck that." Because why would you behave at work after you've been mistreated? Your head's gone.
I get you.
Your head's gone if you're losing a child. No parent ever wants to see their child pass away before they do. Tony, are your parents still around? They'd be devastated if you passed away, correct?
Trust.
My parents would too. No parent ever wants to see their child go before them, especially not a fucking infant to an illness.
True.
Like,
just because
this
of
is
football,
deeper than
these guys
football.
can, because of football, no respect, nothing. Everybody can just
And he's made
forget
mistakes.
about what you've done.
It's fine to
ungrateful.
acknowledge that he's made mistakes, but
Look
again,
at what Cristiano
disrespected.
said. Look at what Cristiano said in that interview.
And we don't even know the full context.
I would read it for you. He said, "Cristiano, you have some things inside that club inside that don't help us reach the top level, like City,
Which is true.
Liverpool, and even now Arsenal Football Club.
Which
so
is
he's
true.
even saying that Manchester United
Are
is
run
the
like a
mud,
fucking shit show.
is in the mud, and that even Liverpool, City, and even now Arsenal is actually better than
And
Manchester
now,
United.
and he could have even mentioned a Newcastle in there too.
Maybe, who knows?
And it would have been correct. I think
No,
Newcastle
he-
United is in a better shape as a club than Manchester United are. I think we will be more successful than Manchester United over the next 5 years if the Glazers stay.
Okay,
We
see,
will be.
let me take you to the next thing I also heard. And this question will go to Tommy. Tommy, are you there with us?
Yeah, I'm here, bro. I'm here, mate. I'm here.
Tommy, look at word on the street. Word on the street. I heard
Go
that
on.
Cristiano Ronaldo has had it, is had it to the limit, and that he's ready to go rogue. I heard
And he
from
did.
some from some from some top level shit. I heard
I get
that
that, I
this
get that, I
guy
get that.
is ready to even come to Arsenal. If
I don't know about
if he
that.
decides to come to
Ronaldo.
Arsenal, would you take him at Arsenal
Nah, I don't want him. Nah, bro.
as a
I don't
winger?
want him.
As a winger to
Nah,
come and win the
nah,
trophy for us.
He's
Not
in
a
the Welsh
winger. No,
amount.
he can't play winger anymore.
He can't play winger anymore. He's 30.
No
he's past
way.
Okay, but Arsenal need a striker, man.
I wouldn't take
Yes,
him.
as a
No.
striker, sure, but not as a
Okay,
winger.
okay,
Our
okay,
striker,
good.
of course,
Okay,
but
good.
he's finished.
Arsenal need a striker.
He's
Don't
finished,
you
bro.
think? Don't you think we can still even get the Ronaldo? Come and play for one season.
If you got
or
him
two
on
seasons.
cheap wages, why not?
Why not, bro?
Tommy, what do you think?
Very
Because I'll
cheap
still
wages.
If you
ask
got him on cheap wages,
Steve.
but for me, I don't want him. Like he's past his best for me, man. I don't want him.
To come and do a quick job and go off.
If he does a good job, fair play, but I don't want him, bro. He's past it for me.
He's past it, right?
2008, I will take him in 2008, but not now, bro.
In 2015, man, when he was 31, he was fucking the best player in the world.
Well, 2015, yeah, he was 30. Yeah, he was 30. So I'll still 2015. I'll take him, but now
Fucking tremendous during Real Madrid. Yeah, absolutely. No, look. I don't know if he would sign for Arsenal. Piers Morgan was found that. I think the pressing would also be an issue. I don't know. I think Ronaldo maybe at the top level might be done, but you know what, bro? If Adam fucking Johnson was close to signing with a club, a fucking convicted PEDO, if he gets fucking released from prison for talking with underage children and some clubs were still interested in fucking signing that piece of shit, then I'm sure there are clubs out there in the world of football who would sign Ronaldo on a free transfer.
On a free transfer. Come on, man. William, that
William
was a
got
dead
fucking,
player.
Yeah, Diego
William was
Costa.
No,
William was a panic signing for us. He's killing it.
Wait, Tommy, because you said something too that doesn't sit well with me.
Okay.
I just told you about Ronaldo. You rejected him outright. I understand, but Arsenal had William in Arsenal Football Club at his age, and then right now he's now playing for Fulham, and you can see what's doing for Fulham. He's contributing to goals for Fulham, playing very, very well for Fulham.
And
So
Fulham
all these players are good to play for all these clubs, help them to develop. But at Arsenal, they are not good enough to give us goals. So why can't we have Ronaldo to come and do a hit job for us for one season and win the title for us and go?
He can, but I don't want him, bro. I just don't want him.
If you guys made like 6 signings in January and Ronaldo was here, Tommy, I'll give you this as something to ponder, right? Let's say you sign 6 players in January. You could fill in the blanks of whoever, but let's say one of them is Ivan Toney and one of them is Ronaldo on a free. He's got cheap wages. Would you accept that? 6 signings.
Yeah,
I would accept. One is Ivan Toney, and then you have 4 other players. Like, would you take Ronaldo as like a bonus?
Yeah, I'll take him, bro. Yes, I will take him. I would.
As like a bonus signing.
But I don't want him.
Like if you guys,
you know what? Tommy is a very strict person when it comes to things like this. When he says he doesn't want to play, he doesn't. See, Steve, will you take him at Newcastle to come and do a job for you?
fuck yeah, why not?
Bro, see,
The only
this is why these guys will win
the
titles
only
one day.
problem the only problem is the only problem
Come on, win a title. We don't
the
care
only-
about this drama. Come on, win
the
a
only
title.
the only problem is the fact that the way we play, Ronaldo would have to do a lot of donkey work and pressing and whatnot. If Eddie Howe could convince him to buy into that system, and yeah, I would try. Fuck it, why not?
Why not?
Like why not?
Tommy,
I don't
you
think-
think? Okay, I know you don't. I know you don't want him near Arsenal, but don't you see a team like Newcastle saying, "Hey, man, we have no fucking loyalty to Manchester United. Hey, we have oil money. Ronaldo, come to our club and play for us." Don't you see that kind of scenario playing out?
Yeah.
I would
do,
take
like,
it.
it's-
I would take him.
He's still a goal, but I don't want him, bro. I just don't want him.
I know you don't want him, but don't you see other teams going for Ronaldo and saying, "Hey, Ronaldo, we don't bloody care what you have with Manchester United. We have no fucking loyalties to Manchester United. We don't fucking care. Ten
I get
Hag
that,
is
bro,
not
I get that.
Ten Hag is not our coach. We don't respect Ten Hag. Come into Newcastle to do a job for us.
Eddie
Help us
Howe.
win the title."
Bro, I hope
Do you
Ronaldo-
see a club like Tommy saying? Do you see a club like Newcastle taking Ronaldo?
Yeah, I think they will take him because he wants to help them win the league, innit? So I think he can take. He'll fit for. He'll be good. He'll be a good signing for Newcastle, like, but just not for me. But for Newcastle, yeah. But me, nah.
And the assembled. I understand this comment. Yes, Ronaldo could have dealt with the death of his son and the illness of his daughter in a whole different situation. I agree with that. But you know what? At the end of the day, he didn't fucking kill anyone. We all act out in anger when shitty things happen to us. It's not like Ronaldo went out on a killing rampage because he's so angry at the fact his son
They all
died.
hate on the guy, man.
Like,
I'm just
he
seeing people just
reacted
hating
in a
on the
way,
guy, like,
yes, it was unprofessional.
Bro, what has he
but
done?
People are acting.
He walked out. He was angry.
People are acting like
So you
Ronaldo.
shouldn't be angry. Is
is-
that what you're saying?
People
Bro.
are acting like Ronaldo walking out is like running over a person while you're drink driving. I swear to fucking God, people, your priorities as a society are fucked. They are literally
it's crazy,
people
man.
focus
I understand that as
on
a
the most
professional.
trivial, insignificant, unimportant bullshit ever. We live in a society where every fucking little measly detail word has to be perfect and clean. Otherwise, you are a horrible person.
For me, it's
And I think
bonkers.
that's fucking stupid.
Like what has Ronaldo done? Did he rape anyone?
No.
Did he rape anyone? Did he commit sexual assault?
No.
That
Did he kill anyone?
He didn't,
No.
He didn't. He didn't do any type of grievous kind of offense.
Well,
so
people-
the way people are slagging this guy, tarnishing his
Yes,
image,
he's an egomaniac.
a club that this
The
guy
guy
won
has a
trophies for,
fucking ego
did
because
a
he's
lot
one of the
for
best
that club.
footballers of all time.
They're
Why the
tarnishing
fuck
his
do you
name,
think he has an ego?
disgracing him everywhere. Oh my God, I can't believe it, man. The way these guys have been slagging Ronaldo, it's disgraceful, man.
Ronaldo had cases in America. Yeah, they got fucking dropped. What's your point about the rape? What's your fucking point?
It got dropped. So did he commit
It got
it?
dropped. It got
It got
dropped.
dropped, man. And come on, we all know that these ladies they often want money when it comes to situations like this.
Oh boy, yeah.
Of course, we do know. We do know. Come on, what are you saying? Many football players are targets of
False
fake-
accusations.
of false accusations, of course. What are we saying here?
No,
man?
but seriously, it's so the media coverage of this and some of these people's opinions, it literally it hurts my fucking head And the fact we live in this society.
Wait.
Pussies.
Look at you, not Sposy Ateta. Welcome to the show. Look at what he said. Not at all, Tony. Eddie Howe would reject
Possibly.
Ronaldo.
Possibly. Yeah, see, he's a limited player.
Do you buy that idea?
I agree with that, Spursy McKell. I agree with that. He is a limited player.
Eddie Howe could reject Ronaldo, thinking, nope, he's not going to press enough for me. He's not going to like.
The thing with Eddie Howe and recruitment, and I know this.
Let Tommy get at his point. Tommy, please finish up your point, please.
Don't worry, it's all right. I think Eddie Howe will reject him because I don't think. No, don't worry, bro. Don't worry, bro, man. Don't worry. But I think Eddie Howe will reject because Eddie Howe's thinking, is he gonna fit my philosophy, my system? Is he gonna press? I don't think he'll press. In Newcastle, I don't think he'll.
He might not. He might not
because he can't. It was needed for Eddie's system.
Okay, but do you know what? Most of the time, we as critics, we as podcasters, sometimes we don't look outside the box at times. Don't you think that Eddie I be like, God, I'm fearful for my job. I know that these guys will get me out of this club if I don't bring this title or get top for the season.
No.
Wait. No, I'm just saying what might be in his head. I'm not saying it's a fact.
He does.
No, wait. Just look at what I'm saying.
Okay.
Just picture what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's a fact. I'm just saying it might be in his train of thought. Like, I think I need a big player to come in and help this team to just win. Because Ronaldo is a big name. He can come in and galvanize his boys, and we can actually push for that title or get a certified top 4. Now, Eddie Howe will be thinking in his head, like, hey, see, but who told you guys, but wait, Steve and Tommy, who told you guys that this Newcastle team cannot sack Eddie Howe by the end of the season and bring in a Jose Mourinho? Who told you it can happen?
He could get sacked, but I don't think he will. Bro. He could.
Though. No, I know. But I'm just saying, what makes you feel that
like a 1% possibility?
No, I understand that, but see, what if this club says, you know what? See, it might not
be like saying Arteta.
No. It might not. It might not be for footballing reasons. It might not be for footballing reasons, but it might be that hey, Newcastle is a club that have been acquired by new owners, and these new owners see the club getting to a certain place, and the club getting to a certain place means that they have to bring a coach in that fits a certain profile to the kind of club they want to see Newcastle be at. It could be bringing a coach. It could be bringing a coach like a Zinedine Zidane to give Newcastle that high profile. To give it that oomph, to the outside world. Exactly. Increase his worth in the outside world. Come on, man. Liverpool was being bought for about 300 and something million pounds. And right now it's worth about 3 billion pounds right now.
Newcastle, they're not going to drop off, man. Newcastle will finish. I don't think they'll drop off. They'll finish third. They're not going to drop off.
I'm sorry. I don't know why we're even talking about Eddie Howe getting sacked.
I'm not talking about
No. But Tommy C, do you understand where I'm going to?
I know what you're saying. If he doesn't get them top 4 or challenge for the title, he could, but I don't think
it might not even be
it's
for
not going to happen.
Reasons. It might just be that hey, our club is getting bigger and we want a bigger profile as a manager.
No, but that's not how. That's not okay. All right. I need.
No, it could be unfair. It could be unfair, but life is unfair.
No. I need to.
Anything can happen. It's football.
Yes, I know. But okay, I want to talk. All right, let's bring this back to Ronaldo.
There's no loyalty. See, Steve, there is no loyalty again in football. Forget loyalty. No one cares about.
There is 0 point in contemplating at this moment Eddie Howe getting sacked.
No,
He's not going to get sacked. He's doing well, man.
I said it was just an imagination.
Yeah, I know. But like, I
That's
just
what I'm saying.
let's
I'm
go back
I'm
to
just
this
saying that Eddie
Ronaldo
Howe.
thing.
I'm just saying that Eddie Howe might need the profile of Ronaldo to come in
Sure.
and do a hit
Yeah.
job
And
for
let me
him.
explain how Eddie Howe would come to that conclusion, because I know a lot about Eddie Howe, obviously. So
Well, he's your manager. So
with
yeah.
Eddie Howe, there is a video recently at a high performance podcast, and he said when it comes to recruitment, he invests a lot of time and energy into getting to know the player and his personality, and he makes it extremely a priority to get to know his family situation and whatnot. And to be honest with you, I think the way Eddie Howe handles his players is he looks for the positives first. When he first came into Newcastle, he said that even though the squad were bottom of the table, he looked at the group of players, and when he went in, before he stepped foot into St. James's Park or the training center, he said he was looking strictly for positives, what he liked about the club or what he liked about the players, what was going well. And he didn't think about the negatives at all. So that is what possibly maybe he could do that with Ronaldo, because that's how he looks. How he looks at people. He's very hard on himself. He said that he sets his expectations higher than anyone else in the outside world because he puts so much pressure on himself to succeed and is always hypercritical of himself and his mistakes. But he says for some reason with people, with people, he does not think that way. He's not hypercritical of them and looking for their faults. He looks for the positives. And if Ronaldo was interested in joining and Eddie Howe was interested, I think it could possibly be a good fit because Ronaldo is one of those guys that is interested in strictly winning. And Newcastle, I think if he looked into it and he saw the league table and the ambition that Newcastle have, that could possibly be a reason why he comes to Newcastle. And when desperate times call for desperate measures, remember, Ronaldo.
And trust me, man, Ronaldo will want to,
he'll want to stick it to Ten Hag.
He'll want to stick it to Ten Hag. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
He'll go to an ambitious club and beat Man United and finish above them. So go to a club that's already looking on the way up, or you could go to Man City and really say, fuck you to all those Man United fans
and fuck the fans
calling him a scumbag after his fucking child died.
These Man United fans, are one of the most disrespectful fans apart from
they deserve the Glazers for the rest of eternity.
One of the most the way they disrespect.
They deserve the Glazers for the rest of eternity. And they especially deserve them because they're Glazer simps in this situation. They are simping for the Glazers. They're on the Glazers side of things. They're defending the Glazers.
The same structure that they've been
by making Ronaldo the scapegoat
villain to get out of their club.
They think that Ronaldo leaving is going to all of a sudden make them super amazing and important in the world of football. It doesn't make a difference. It makes
player came in and is telling you that your infrastructure is dead, that you hired Ragnick as a sporting
but he was okay. I
disagree
with Ronaldo on that.
But again, mind you, you have to understand the context.
Ragnick is a sporting director.
I know, but you have to
understand. Should have kept him for that reason, but they didn't because
you spoke out against the club. You have to understand the context in which he was saying it. He was saying it in the context.
Because the whole interview.
That's what I'm saying. You need to understand the full context because what I felt he was trying to say is that they never had a coach. You need to have a sporting director's job separately from a coach's job, which is totally understandable. That's what he was trying to highlight. So sometimes we just have to wait for the full context of the whole discussion before we can go out there and fully criticize the whole thing. So, I don't know, man. well, Ronaldo's not my legend. It's just that, man, if it's me that people are disrespecting like that, and I'm a full legend of a club, and I've done so many things for that club, and I'm trying to help the club to get back to greater heights, and I'm seeing it like this, and the club is shit. They're not in Champions League position area. They're doing quite poorly in the league. In the league table, they are not in top four. The kind of players that are coming into the club is shit.
And even if Ten Hag, who is a very good manager and he's recruited well, guess what? Guess fucking what?
What?
The Glazers have ruined good managers and players before, and they'll do it again. And they'll do it again.
I can't just wait until they turn on. See, you know what?
Fans I can't wait either.
Most of this, see, I'm a tribal fan. I'm a tribal fan of Arsenal. So I don't waver. I don't waver in my own support. I'm a tribal guy when it comes to Arsenal. Yeah. I don't waver. But again, I cannot tell other people how they should support Arsenal.
I can laugh at them though.
Manchester. It's you support how you want to support. Good and okay, I understand that. But you know what? These fans are fickle. When this guy loses 5 games or 6 games at the trot, of which it is gonna happen, they will turn on him like a pack of potatoes. Oh, yeah. Trust me. Arsenal is
and then the Glazers out. The Glazers out will be important then.
This fan base will turn on Ten Hag quick. Trust me. Just give him 3-4 games. When they come back, give him 3-4 games, they will call for his head. Can you believe it? Graham Potter hasn't stayed in Chelsea more than 2 months. And Chelsea is having a goddamn civil war on Twitter that Graham Potter should leave the club. Yeah. A civil war. Bro, you need to see the civil war these guys are having.
He needs time.
Bro, Tommy, you need to see the civil war. Please say, Tommy, man. I thought maybe you were just sleeping or something.
I will, bro, man.
Oh wow, Graham Potter. Graham Potter can't get
Tommy, Tommy want to say something. Yeah. Yeah, Tommy.
This is not his team. Potter, this ain't his team. He needs time, man.
It's a shitty Chelsea squad.
I do feel for him, yeah, but I feel like he looks out of his depth. But he's this is not his fault though. But this is not his team, innit? He's got Tuchel's players, Lampard's players, Sarri's players, Conte's players. So these are not his. This is not his team. He needs
shitty mix of players.
Gallagher needs to fix up. Mount needs to fix up. Brozier is a quality. Brozier's doing well. Aubameyang needs to fix up a bit. Sterling needs to fix up.
Koulibaly is not even a good player right now, bro. You see the way he's playing? He's a confused player. Koulibaly is a confused player.
Mendy's a bit is garbage now because he's been shit anyway. Mendy sloppy as well. He needs to fix up. They all need to fix up. Cucurella needs to fix up. Aspilicueta's past his best. Reece James is a blow for them.
Terrible.
But it's not Potter's fault. This is not his team. It's not his fault. This is not. Then I read, Todd Bowley's looking at 4 managers to replace Potter. Like looking at 4 managers to replace him, like Poch and I'm thinking, come on, you hired him for God's sake. Give him time. He's a good manager. He's a top manager. Back him.
It's the Chelsea fan base, man. It's the Chelsea fan.
I get that.
See, these fans are so fickle. Like they cannot. Like they just feel it happens just all of a sudden, man. Sometimes you need to give some of these coaches time to breathe.
He needs time to implement.
Time to build a team.
I get that. I get that why some Chelsea fans didn't want. Like when I was speaking to Prime didn't want Potter. He wanted Luis Enrique, which is fair enough. Luis Enrique is clear of Potter because Prime didn't want Potter. He wanted Luis Enrique, which is fair.
Luis Enrique couldn't fix that Chelsea squad.
He can't even fix that Chelsea squad.
It's
an endemic problem. It's an endemic problem. Like they need a new squad entirely.
Yeah.
They're
entirely reliant on Reece James.
On Reece James for all the attacks this season. See, okay, where would the goals come from for Chelsea? Where? From where?
That's a great question.
Where would the goals come from? Aubameyang is sitting on the bench. Even Graham Potter even has to take a little bit of a stick too, man. Man, the
Sterling
team,
wing back.
wait. The team he released, the team sheet for that Newcastle game, man, it was shocking, man.
It was, bro. It was.
Bro, but I know it's unfair.
I knew we won the game.
Bro.
I knew we won the game after looking at both starting 11s. I knew we won the game.
I went for two.
No Aubameyang, no Pulisic.
Brozo's quality though. I rate Brozo.
No, I like bro. I like
using Mount as a false 9.
No, it's a winger.
What's
winger
Potter
false
doing,
9? It was bro.
Playing a number 8 as a winger, all he does is fucking run. That's all Mason Mount does when he plays on the wing. He just fucking runs. That's it.
The thing with Potter, he was playing Sterling wing back. I'm thinking Sterling's never played wing back in Liverpool and Man City. He's never played winger. Why is Sterling wing back? Potter's got to take some blame as well because why playing Sterling wing back for what? He's not going to do nothing at wing back.
Why the fuck can't Pulisic play?
Wait.
He's
You
the only
still don't understand.
winger.
He doesn't have the personnel. That's the problem. He
Yeah,
doesn't
but you
have
can't
the
play
personnel. He
Sterling
doesn't
wing back
trust
though.
the
What's
people.
that? Wing back.
But he doesn't trust the players that he has right now. That's the problem.
But playing Sterling wing back, yeah, and Sterling's going to get criticised when it's not his
Same
fault.
thing with Arteta. He didn't trust this play. He didn't trust Pepe because he knows he doesn't have it in him.
Pepe is frustrating. He's been giving the ball away a few times. Pepe
That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing. So when you don't have the personnel that you trust to help you take the team to the heights you want that team to go to,
you do need the personnel as well.
Everything will fall like a pack of potatoes. It will fall off. It's the same thing.
Arteta's been lucky.
With Graham Potter. Doesn't have the personnel.
It's not his Potter's fault. Like I said, this is not his team. He's got people who are not doing their job properly. So this is not Potter's fault. But he's got to take some blame for playing Sterling wing back. It does not work.
Of course, he has to take the blame. He has to take the blame.
Work.
But I'm just saying that these fans are so fickle. If you see the way they were oh my god, they all wanted this guy out on Twitter when they lost against Newcastle. And I'm like, where is your fate? Like, see, where is your fate as a football fan? Like, where?
See, Tony, this is why I think Newcastle make top 4 because we don't have any of this drama bullshit going on.
Exactly, man. Let's leave this drama for these losers, man. Let's talk
Seriously, fucking losers. You have Spurs. You have Spurs fucking giving away 1-0 leads like fucking Oprah is with cars. Fucking doing unsustainable.
You know what, guys? Tommy, about to go to bed. Tommy, last question. Steve, last question.
Yes, sure.
Top 4. I always ask that every time.
Top 4.
What's gonna be your top 4 when everything? Of course, after the last match, what do you think will be your top 4? And do you still think Arsenal is going to win the league? You were a disbeliever before. But I'm bringing you into the fold. Like I want you to believe that I'll win the title. So
yeah.
Tell me.
Okay, my top 4 is Arsenal, Man City.
He's a believer.
Arsenal,
You're
Man
not
City.
supposed to make a Lateta. Can you hear it? Tommy's not a believer.
My top 4 is Arsenal, Man City, Newcastle, and I have to put Tottenham.
Tottenham. Okay.
And I bet you say that with like zero confidence about Tottenham.
Tommy,
I don't know how.
Tommy, where do you put Newcastle?
Third.
Third, right? Okay.
I put Man City second and us to win the league and Tottenham 4th.
Okay, decent one. Steve, top 4 before we go. I know it's already.
Okay. I do think and I've been saying this for a few weeks now, Arsenal are in a title race.
Good.
Oh my God. I need to, I don't think, honest to God, I don't think I can say Arsenal to win the title until I see what you guys get in January. So for the moment, huh?
That's fine, bro. Just say what you gotta say.
Because
bro.
I think it's a prerequisite that you guys make extensive and quality January signings. For now, I'm going to say Man City, but I will say this: Man City will not win the league by more than 3 points, and I'll have Arsenal second.
That's fine, man.
I guess Spurs,
that's your opinion.
I guess Spurs third. I don't know how. I don't know how. God. I really fucking don't know how they're gonna do it. But Antonio Conte is a good league manager.
Yeah, he's a world-class manager, of course. He's a world-class manager.
I'll say Tottenham third, and I'll go Newcastle fourth. I think we'll have a slight drop-off, but I don't think the chasing pack are good enough to capitalize on when we have a slight drop-off. Because remember, we started off the season.
So you think that Spurs will anyway,
I say it with no confidence. I say it with zero confidence.
Okay.
I am very confident Newcastle get top 4. I think it's a lock that we get top 6.
Okay.
Top 7 is obvious, So I think we'll have a slight drop off.
Mm-hmm.
But that could change in January. If we make some badass January signings, then we could talk a title. And if Spurs, if Harry Kane fucks up his ACL at the World Cup playing Iran or something, then Spurs ain't getting top 4. Then maybe it'll be fucking Brighton. I don't fucking know.
Good and okay. See, Tommy, please, I forgot to ask this question.
What's up, bro? What's up, bro?
Please don't be pissed. I know we're supposed to leave out now. Tommy, the World Cup. Of course, we do know that. Of course, it will affect a lot of Arsenal players in terms of Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli, and Granit Xhaka.
Yeah.
Who in your own books has it worse in terms of how do
injury.
I put in terms of projective injuries? Do you think Manchester City has it worse? Do you think Arsenal has it worse? Projectively,
I think I'll probably say us.
Us, really?
Yeah, I'll probably say because obviously last season we had injuries and we finished 5th in it. So
No. In terms of the players going to the World Cup, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you mean. The players going to the World Cup. Yeah. Not sure, man.
Not sure, right?
Yeah, not sure, bro.
Big one. Steve, can you help us out there? Manchester City, Arsenal, who will have the the worst injury projection? Projection. Who do you project will have lots of injuries in that World Cup? And of course, does Manchester City have enough players going to the World Cup? The answer is yes. Arsenal have a few who are going to the World Cup too. So
I think Man City might pick up 2 or 3, but their squad depth is miles and miles and miles clear of yours, so they can cope with it better.
The way they are struggling against Leicester City, the way they're struggling against Fulham, the way they struggled against Brentford.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't know.
You have squad depth and you're struggling to score goals. How can you have squad depth?
Recently, they have. That's fine.
Had a head injury, and they left him out to play. Bro,
recently they have.
I understand they have squad depth. No problem. I didn't argue that.
They need to perform. You're right.
Okay, but who are the Manchester City players going to the World Cup? Stones, right? John Stones, right? Ederson. Yep. Is Ederson going?
Yeah. Nathan Ake.
Nathan Ake is going to the World Cup. Laporte is going to the World Cup.
Hello.
Grealish is going to the World Cup. Kevin De Bruyne is going to the World Cup.
Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo Silva is going to the World Cup. Who?
Rodri.
Rodri is going to the World Cup. Who else?
Calvin Phillips.
Calvin Phillips is going to the World Cup. Now, Tommy,
Yeah.
do you see that that's nearly up to 8 players
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Manchester City top 11?
Bro,
First 11.
they're starting 11 against Brentford. 10 of them are going to the World Cup.
10 of
Everyone
them
except Haaland.
is going to the World Cup.
Huh.
So, bro, and Arsenal just have only Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, and
Saka.
Granit Xhaka. And
Yeah,
Saka. Yeah. So just those 4. Who else?
Ramsdale.
Okay,
Yeah,
Ramsdale,
yeah.
but
And White.
Okay, Ben White, yeah. Okay. Fair play. It's finished.
Partey is Ghanaian, right?
Oh, Partey's going too. Yeah, man.
You actually do got a few going.
Man, we have a few
Yeah,
going.
he's from Ghana.
Tommy.
Partey's from Ghana.
Yeah. Yeah, it's from Ghana. So,
Yeah.
so at least up to Arsenal players up to 6, right?
Yeah. Because
Up to
Gabriel
6.
didn't get picked. Tierney isn't in the World Cup. Zinchenko isn't. Tomiyasu.
Oh yeah, Tomiyasu.
Cedric ain't going. Cedric ain't going. Rob Holding ain't going. And Ketty Crap isn't going. Fabio Vieira isn't.
I don't know, man.
Reece Nelson isn't.
Man.
Marquinhos isn't.
It's a bit confusing.
Matt Turner's
again,
going to the World Cup for the USA.
He's going. But see, but Manchester City have almost their first 11 going.
Yeah, 10 out of the 11.
Yeah, 10 out of the 11 is going. So Arsenal can still, I don't know. Anyway, Switzerland will go off in the first stage anyway. Ghana would likely go off in the first stage. So all those players, they will come back. In fact, I want all these guys to just lose the World Cup. Let them come back healthy, and this Manchester City players just go and let them go injure themselves before they come back. Tommy, thanks for coming to the show, my brother. Thank you,
problem,
man.
bro.
I know you came, for a shorter period, but man, you saw how
It's
the
all right,
conversation
bro. Don't worry,
went.
man.
It just
No, don't worry about it, bro.
yeah, thanks, man.
Anytime, don't worry, bro, man. No problem.
Yeah, man. And Steve, please, where can they find you, Tommy?
You can find me at Instagram, Thomason Osabia. You can find me on Twitter, Tamero94.
I like how you say that your son name was Sabia. You make it sound so good.
Well, I'm not. I'm Nigerian, innit? So yeah.
I know. But in Nigeria, we'll pronounce it as Osabia. But the way you said Osabia, Osabia. Cool, man. Hey, Steve McCullough. Shout out yourself, my brother. Yo. That's how it starts.
I'm on.
Yo. Do you know a guy called Charleston White?
I don't.
You must have seen his memes. Okay, all right. Because he always starts his statement with yo. So yeah, okay.
Yeah. I'm on Newcastle Fans TV. I'll be doing some watch-alongs on there for the World Cup and shit. And then obviously Strasbourg Steve. I'll be on there, and I'll be making a Ronaldo video soon. I'll probably title it like Man United fans or bottle jobs or something like that. But yeah, I'll yeah.
You never know. Steve McCullough, thanks for coming to the channel, man.
No
Thanks, man. And Tommy, man, thanks for coming
problem,
around.
man.
Me and see, 3 of us were going to be having maybe a World Cup watch along, or
Yeah, that'll be good, man.
World Cup analysis or something like that.
Yeah, World Cup. That's fine, man.
Yeah.
That's fine, man. That'll be good.
Yeah, good, man. Steve,
Yeah,
you okay with that, right? World Cup, me, you, Tommy.
Fucking 100%, bro.
Sounds like a plan. great to be the
Sounds like a
perfect
fucking plan.
to be the perfect trio. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Tomorrow is the Ryan and Claude show. So please join us 8 to 9 p.m. tomorrow for the Ryan and Claude show. And of course, on Wednesday, I'm bringing in Mont to come talk about Liverpool. I hope he doesn't have any acting engagement on that day. Yeah, Mont is
I watch his channel Mont. Yeah, big.
I gotta head out, guys. Take care.
Yeah.
Well,
so thank you very much, guys, and see you guys.
Thank
tomorrow.
you. See you later, Steve.
Big ups. Yeah.
Big
See you,
ups.
man. Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.